Hi, Vic. You're in here early. Caught me right as I started. It's not really a great news day for them. So Florida alligator Alcatraz has to dismantle within 60 days. You won't be here long. Well, it was good to see you while you're here. Hi, Chris. Russia's foreign minister said that there's no summit planned, even though Trump is saying that they're going to be setting one up. Hi, Casey. Hi, Blue. So it's not going well. I'm also not putting up with the BS today. I'm not going to lie. I'm not, good morning, not in the greatest of headspaces. I don't know. I always used to wonder how Germany got to where it was, and I still wonder, I guess, how we got here. That the party of small government is now fine with authoritarianism and fine with fascism as long as it attacks the people they don't like. It's gross. Unstable liberal. Yeah, sure. I have feelings. I'm so sorry. Hi, Guido. Get over it. Get over the fact that you like fascism. That's fucking weird to me. That you're supporting it. What does this guy do for you? What the fuck does he do for you besides make you feel good for hating other people? Good morning, Sim. You hate other people, and he makes you feel good about that. You're not American, so then what the fuck do you care? Wrong. Yeah, and those are people you voted for. Congratulations. Hi, Parkers. You voted for a criminal. You voted for somebody who harms people. Yeah, what is mass deportations getting you? How is that benefiting you? How is it benefiting us as a nation? To mass deport people with the cruelty in which they're doing it. When did licking billionaire boots become a trend? It's kind of always been a thing. Hi, Becca. Like his troops marching in our streets right now. Don't like it? Move? No, this is my country and I'm going to fix it. You're not even from here, so no. George Bush? Why would. When was the first case against Jeff E., Luke? When was it? Let's do some math here. An adult? You think that man is an adult? The residents of DC are not pleased. I don't know what you're talking about. You guys have not been paying attention, I don't think. Yeah, if he's so popular, why do they need to gerrymander and find seats in the midterms? Why? He's better than Sleepy Joe. I don't care about Joe Biden. He's the president right now and he's doing all bullshit. Nothing to help you. Yeah, restaurant business is down 20%. Las Vegas lost all sorts of tourism. What makes them illegal, seamstress? And how, again, how is that benefiting you? I think it just went down. It's still in the low 30s. Let's see. CBC. Because Pew Research did one too, but yeah, 38%. A 9% droppage from where he was in February. I didn't want to do that. Wrong button. So, if you voted for Trump, if you are still supporting Trump, right? I don't need to relitigate the election. We are where we are. If you are still supporting Trump, I want to know why. Hi, Adi. I want to know why, and I want that based off of factual data that's not your fifis. What is he doing that is beneficial to the American people as a whole? I would love to see that. So please get in the box. Yeah, Democrats also have their lowest popularity. I agree. That is true. They're not in charge right now. I don't want to talk about Biden. He's not in office right now. I want to talk about Trump and what Trump is doing that's beneficial for the American people. But you guys don't want to come up and talk about it. I see that you're being invited. Daniel, how are you today? Daniel, are you there? Daniel. You trying to run, Daniel? I'll help you. Yeah, you guys real chatty in the comments, but oops, that's not what I meant to do. Let me fix that. We'll do this one. 400's crazy. Okay, fix that. Hi, guest. How are you today?
1 sec. Give me 30 seconds.
Sure. You guys, while we're sitting here, keep booping that screen for me. Share the live out. Do your daily heart me if you have not.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I see you're on here every day. Can I ask what is your occupation?
I am a stay-at-home mom, and I also do this. I have to file tax forms on TikTok.
Oh, wow. You actually got to file tax forms on this, huh?
Yeah, you do.
You're the first person to actually tell me that, so at least you're being honest about it.
No,
so do you know that you're
do.
actually making money off of promoting hate on Trump, right?
It's not hate for Trump. It's not hate for Trump. I'm asking what policies are beneficial for the American people.
Who fact checks you if you're wrong?
I would love to see if you guys have sources for the things you say. That would be great. I would love to see that. Okay.
So do you not take any accountability in the 4 years of the administration before Trump came into office?
In what way?
Yes or no?
In what way?
Anyway, let's say the wars, the proxy wars, the economy, the price of everything that shot through the roof.
Yeah, I know.
Let's talk about Iran and Israel.
You guys are obsessed with Biden. You guys are. What is Trump doing to fix it?
No, y'all were obsessed with Trump for 4 years trying to prosecute.
I'm going to grant you something. I will concede something to you. Biden was shit, and the country was falling apart. What's Trump?
You wasn't saying that when he was president.
I wasn't saying anything. What's Trump doing to fix it?
You're right. Y'all were talking about Trump when Biden was president.
What's Trump doing to fix it?
Everything. All the deals he's done brought, $250 billion this month, and the tariffs he's brought in.
What deals?
What do you mean, what deals?
What deals
It's
have been
not
signed?
hard. He's done had like 7 of them.
What deals have been signed?
The Saudi Arabia, the Europe. Let's see. He's about to bring another deal.
Show me a deal that's been signed. Show me a deal that's been signed.
No, the fact is you're so willfully blind to see what's really going on.
I'm not.
It's fucking
I would
hilarious.
love to see it.
The only safe space you Democrats have.
The Europe. Everything you're repeating is stuff that he has said to you. I would like to see where the deal has been signed. Show me where it's
$250 billion that he has got from revenue and tariffs in August alone.
Who pays for a tariff?
How is it that we have no longer a deficit?
Who pays for a tariff, Gucci? The crash out immediately.
You can say that we pay it. You can say that they pay it. Regardless.
No, you can't say No, you can't. What is a tariff?
We are charging other companies, other countries to sell their product in our fucking America.
It's a what?
Oh my God. Let me dumb it down for you. Go
ahead, try.
If you buy a $10 hat from China and we buy it for $10, we're going to charge them $15 to sell it in our country.
That's not what a tariff is. That's not what a tariff is. No.
I just dumbed it down for you. Just like Biden would dumb down the 4 years that we lived under.
A tariff is an import tax. So it is charged on the companies importing from China. So if the company is paying for $100 worth of product from China and we add a 10% tariff onto that, you are now paying $110
tell me one tariff that you're paying?
To bring that into
Give me
the
one
country.
product.
You understand that? Did you get that math?
Give me one product.
Did you hear that math? Did you get the math on it?
Give me one product that you pay that's being tariffed. I bet you can't.
From China, all of them.
That you're paying for, that is hurting you. What tariff is hurting your pocket right now?
Procter and Gamble.
No, not China, dum-dum, any of them.
Wow. Procter and Gamble just came out and said that they are raising prices because of tariffs. So that is going to be laundry detergent. That is going to be toilet paper. That is going to be Tide Pods.
Nah, they're all down, baby, just to let you know. Just like
no,
eggs.
They're not.
Thanks you again. Try again.
Literally nothing. Congratulations, you are an unintelligent
I know
voter.
that Trump's your president, and you should move out this country if you don't agree with
I'm going to fix this country from people like you. That's what I'm going to do. Because you don't even know what a tariff is.
You're the reason they put directions on shampoo.
Poochie, you have Google on your phone, right? You have Google on your phone? So I want you to go Google what a tariff is. Start there. Read a goddamn book. Read Goodnight Moon, for fuck's sake. Just try. Just try. I'm not going to listen to you yell and scream because Trump is your daddy. I understand. You guys are weird and have daddy issues. I understand. My dad is also unalived. He's in the ground. It makes you have daddy issues. I get it. I understand. But it's weird to glaze this man, and you couldn't. He's not wrong, CV. He's not wrong about tariffs? Come tell me about tariffs then. Let's try again. Tell me what a tariff is. And who pays it? You guys, welcome in on Friday. It is Friday. Let's try to get up to 10,000 likes. I would appreciate it if you did so. 254 people in here. Let's get that moving and going. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Yep, Nintendo and PlayStation just raised their prices. Target raised their prices. Home Depot raised their prices. So tariff means buy American. So then you also don't understand, one, we can't buy everything American. And two, even if we could, companies tend to do this thing where, like, here's the tariffed price on a good from a different country. Here's an American price. So yeah, it's lower, but not much. When maybe the prices were here, and now we bring them here. Get Dollar Tree raise prices again, right? Because they're the $1.25 tree. I think they went up. If it's either $1.50 or $1.75. So, Ethan, come talk about it. They did. Why do you think we have the flight logs? That was under Biden. Also, Maxwell was currently going through court cases in 2021. And you also wouldn't have believed it. So, you wouldn't have believed it if he would have released anything. If he's, again, Uno reverse, if he's not in it, why isn't he releasing it? Yeah, I know. They're angry because they know prices are going up and they complained for 4 years, right? Every time we talked to them, everything was, well, I feel it in my wallet. I feel it in my wallet. I feel it in my wallet. And now it's kind of hard for them to talk about that. Yeah, taxes charged on goods brought in from other countries. So import duties, import tariffs. Yeah. Uh-huh. Am I DACA? No, I was born in this country. I love you too. Thank you. Thanks to Biden, what, Kyle? You guys don't want to jump in the box. You guys are really scared today. The news didn't go well for you. Alligator Alcatraz has 60 days to dismantle and shut down. There's that. The Russian's foreign minister says that there's no Putin Zelensky.
I'm taking a shit right now, you stupid nigger. Oh.
You okay? You're not okay. It's your people. Argue better than that. The handyman, how are you today? Handyman, are you there? No, you're not. Okay. You guys come up and thank you, Adi. Sometimes I don't get to it. It's not about what Kamala would have done because she lost. It's about what Trump is currently doing. What is he doing that's beneficial for the American people as a whole? I want you to tell me. With sources, not just
taking a shit right now, you stupid nigger. Ah.
And get rid of you. Go do something with your life. Touch grass. I don't know. Do something. The reason I don't ask what he's done that's good for them is because I don't care about rugged individualism and selfishness. I don't care about that. I would like actual policy that is affecting the American people as a whole. So
All right. No, I was multitasking, but 2 trolls back to back means I'm going to start paying attention for IP addresses because y'all motherfuckers, I was like, your parents need to be told that you are loose on the app instead of paying attention in school. And today is a school day. So get the fuck together or I'll call your mommy and your daddy. And while I am, I'll make a date with the both of them so that way then you can call me mommy too.
Ooh, I love that.
German concurs.
Well, let's see. See if this person. Modern, how are you today? This person.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Did you vote for Trump?
Oh,
Modern,
heck no.
I appreciate you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I am looking to talk to people who not only voted for him, but still support him. So see if we can try and get through to some people here, especially with midterms coming up. It's really important. Old conservative, how are you today?
I'm good. How y'all doing? Don't sound like y'all too happy with Trump.
I'm just not happy with his policies. I don't think they're helping America. Why are you still supporting him?
I supported him. I voted for him 3 times. And I still support him. He run again, I'd vote for him again.
But that's against the Constitution, right?
I love all his policies, foreign and domestic.
Old conservative, that's against the Constitution, right?
He's dunking all the...
Peepaw. The Constitution is a thing.
Yeah, I was like, if your name is Old Conservative, then wouldn't you be a constitutionalist?
You would think so. They probably actually call you a rhino. But you've now wrapped your entire identity in Trump, so you're probably actually no longer a conservative.
That shit's wild.
So if you want to talk about running for a 3rd term, we can talk about the Constitution. I will ask you to unmute.
Hi, Kiki.
Kiki's here. I did see Kiki.
I thought I didn't know I'd muted it.
Nope, I muted you because you just kept spewing your script. I don't want to do that. You said that if he ran for a 3rd term, you'd vote for him. Do you care about the Constitution?
Of course. I know he can't run for a 3rd term.
Okay, so then maybe don't say things like that he's perfectly fine with breaking the Constitution.
Well, to get you riled up, did it?
No, because he's actually selling merch in the White House right now that says Trump 2028 on it. I don't take that lightly. It's not a joke to me to have a president who you think is okay with running for a 3rd term.
Is being anti-American funny to you, sir?
Yeah, so, he does that just get you guys riled up.
Do you think that the president of the United States should be trolling more than half of its population?
Well... Look what Obama did. You talk about trolling.
Obama. Okay. What did Obama do?
What kind of jokes did Obama?
You ain't heard? You didn't hear what Obama did?
What Obama do?
He started all that stuff about Trump's collusion with Russia.
Oh my God. You guys are not smart. What?
Yeah, he did.
Who led Old Conservative? See, this is going to get you muted again. Don't speak over me. Who led the bipartisan Senate committee on the Russian investigation? Who led that?
I can't remember.
That was Marco Rubio. What did they find?
I can't remember that either.
They found that Russia attempted to interfere with our elections, but they did not actually access anything in regards to voting, right? Trump was duly elected. He was elected fairly in 2016, but Russia did attempt to interfere with our elections during that time. That's what they found.
Okay.
Did that correlate with Trump? Real quick, though, let's be clear. Did that correlate with Trump? No. People within his campaign had dealings with Russia, but not in any significant way to affect the election. That is why there were no charges for him. The Mueller report explicitly said that they can't exclude Trump or include Trump.
Yeah.
So where's this evidence that Obama and Hillary Clinton set up stuff for this to be a hoax? Show me that.
It's coming up pretty soon.
It's literally not. It's literally not. They're saying this to distract you from the fact that he ran on releasing the Jeff E. list and now he's running from it.
To distract me To do what?
The Jeffrey E. I can't say his last name on TikTok.
Oh.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to figure out why that ain't been released because the last
Odd one, isn't it?
the last thing he had to do with Epstein was back in the late '90s, and he actually kicked him out of jail.
That's not true. It's the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, I have to look into that.
It was the early 2000s, but why isn't he releasing it? He ran on releasing it.
I don't know. I can't figure that out, baby.
I think
That's a
probably
good
because
question.
we know that Pam Bondi told him he is implicated in the files, not in necessarily a list of any wrongdoing. I'm not saying that, but he is implicated in the files.
When no, I ain't heard about that. I didn't hear about Pam Bondi releasing that.
So we found this out this last month. He was told in May, I believe. Pam Bondi told him in May that his name is in the files that they have in the DOJ.
You know, that's something new to me. I'll have to check into that. Thank you for letting me know.
Sure, I would love for you to look at that.
But I
appreciate you
listening. If it
listening.
was or not. I mean, I know Trump ain't no pedophile. I know that.
You
I just
don't
know
know,
that
you don't know
hard.
that though. You don't know that. Why did he? Do you know who Katie Johnson is?
No.
Okay. Katie Johnson was a 13-year-old girl who has accused both Jeffrey E. and Trump of graping her. And Trump specifically smacked her in the face and threw money at her, telling her to go get an abortion after they were finished.
Wow, that's new to me too.
Yes, and that was a court case or a civil case that she tried to file when she was a minor or when she was an adult, and it was dropped because of political pressure.
Yeah, and we got all off Trump's policies. You didn't like them. I love every one of them.
Like what? Name one. We can talk about it.
That'd be interesting.
Deportation. I love it.
Why do immigrants bother you?
Illegally. There was a legal point of entry for
According
them
to what? What law makes them illegal?
They crossed the border illegally.
According to what law?
I'd have to get back to you on that one, but it's against the Constitution to cross our borders illegally.
No, it's not. So what you're talking about is going to be 8 USC 1325. That is improper entry. If a
That sounds right. That's right.
If an alien comes in improperly the first time, it is a fine, and deportation is actually not what the punishment is for that. That is then secondary if you come in a second time without proper documentation. But again, that also is not superseded by, we have 8 USC 1158, which is the asylum law in our country. If you come, whether or not at a port of arrival, at a port of entry, and you claim asylum, you are then given temporary protected status. You are given a court date. You are given an ankle monitor, and you have to wait however long it takes for your court date. That is legal in this country.
How about you? Ain't you something? And if they're supposed to seek asylum from the nearest country, aren't they?
Not according to our laws, no. There are some international laws that state that, but within our immigration law, no, they do not have to do that.
Well, I'm just happy they're getting deported.
But why? How are they affecting you negatively?
What do they cost? Well, when they cross the border, they come in here illegally, and they go to all these different places wherever they want to live. And they don't have a place to live, the government has to find them a place to live, and then that's free.
No,
sugar. That's not correct.
And then they give them money, and all this money
they
comes
don't
out
give
of
them
Social
money.
Security.
No, and what you're talking about now is going to be state money. Do you believe in states' rights?
Yes.
Okay, well then those states, the ones that he's going after, mine included, right? I'm in Colorado, and he's coming after my state explicitly. We voted, and we decided to use our state money to help asylum seekers in this country so that they're not on the streets. Yeah,
So
that's an
you're
okay
what
thing
they
to
call
do.
a sanctuary state, huh?
We
Yeah,
have
he's
sanctuary
coming after
cities.
the whole
We're not a
state.
sanctuary state because there are
Okay.
there are cities within our state that are not sanctuary cities, like
Yeah.
Aurora.
Are
Aurora
you
is
in
not
a
a
sanctuary city?
Huh?
Are you in one of those sanctuary cities?
No, because where I'm out is farther out, so no. But Denver is, Boulder is. Places like that are sanctuary cities.
Time home and coming there full force with ice.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm in Texas where we don't have sanctuary for anybody, but we do like to human traffic. So
Austin does. Austin,
but I don't understand why you're okay with such cruelty when they're not doing anything to affect you negatively.
It's not essential.
Yes, it affected my country negatively.
How?
Where do your states get this sanctuary money from?
State taxes. No.
State taxes?
Yes, state taxes. They are not using federal money on them, no.
Yeah, that's why Austin is not a sanctuary city. We don't have any because our state taxes don't go into helping people. They go into trafficking to them in another state or to Greg Abbott's pockets. That way Texans can drown or freeze, but we don't give sanctuary to anybody.
I love Greg Abbott.
Oh, I'm going to kick him. Greg Abbott needs to fucking roll off a cliff.
Yeah, I don't know why. He's a terrible human being.
Go play in traffic.
He put razor wire in the river that unalived children.
Greg Abbott is a piece of shit of a human being.
He don't want people crossing into his state.
He doesn't get to do that. That was also unconstitutional. He does not get to do that. The border is a federally regulated system. He does not get to do that. So it was unconstitutional, and it unalived children.
Well, they shouldn't cross the border illegally.
Right, so you're okay with children unaliving then?
Enter. No, I am not.
You don't care as long as they're brown kids.
I'm not in favor.
Unalive.
Obviously you are. I just explained to you asylum and that they do not have to come through a port of entry.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
Okay, so what I would urge you to do is stop listening to Fox News, stop listening to News Nation, and I need you to actually go look up the asylum law in this country. That is going to be Title 8 of U.S. Code 1325 and 1158, and actually gain some fucking empathy, Peepaw. I think it's Jello time. Take a nap. Oh, Pumpkinhead, perfect. Perfect timing. Pumpkinhead. W Pumpkinhead in the comments, please, guys. I appreciate it so much. I saw one person write RJ Raid. If that's true, hello, RJ Raiders, and welcome in. If not, there's just one of you, and I appreciate you coming from RJ's if that's true.
Yeah. Once more for the people in the back. Fuck Greg Abbott.
God. Just responding about this stupid
spam in the chat.
Stock thing. Because they're like, oh, they're going to talk about the stocks being up. Like, yeah, because it's a rumor market. They didn't say they were going to cut rates. They said they may. Let's see. Oh my God. Too many people. Let's do you.
EP Taxman. Greg Abbott would be voted out except that all his time spent in office has been spent on gerrymandering and fucking up our state. So that way the red vote always weighs heavier than the blue vote. They're doing it right now.
Is he not done soon?
This is his last term that he can go unless, he... Anyway,
unless they decide to completely, fuck the Constitution, right? Yeah. Richie, how are you today?
What's up? How you guys doing?
Doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
I've never been on one of these before.
Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 39 and I'm from New York.
Okay.
So my vote didn't really matter, but...
Right. Yeah, well, and I ask that because, like, if I'm talking to people in, like, swing states or whatever, why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, it's not only just, like, a Trump thing. I'm not, like, a massive, I love Trump and all that stuff, but the way that the election went for you guys on your side...
I'm not a Democrat, to be clear.
Well, all right, so on the Democratic side, they had Joe Biden there. Mm-hmm. They knew that he was unhealthy. And they just interjected Kamala into office.
None of that is what happened. How many Democratic presidents have you voted for in your voting history?
None.
Okay. So then I'm not going to have conversations about what the left is doing and the issues which I have issues. Parker's has issues. We all have issues with how things went this last time, but I'm not going to discuss that with people who never would have voted that way anyway.
That's not true. I would absolutely. I just...
Do you vote Republican down ballot or...
No, I don't.
Okay.
I am not a Democrat.
So who'd you vote? Did you vote for Obama?
I did not vote for Obama. Nope.
Okay. And then you voted for Trump 3 times?
I did vote for Trump 3 times.
So what do you don't care about what their policies are then?
Oh,
Because
I
Obama was a damn near moderate. Fucking Biden is a left of center Republican.
Hillary Clinton's like an evil person. She really is. And I'm not saying Trump's not evil. Trump's
I didn't like Hillary either.
Yeah, no, she deleted.
But you voted for a man who literally has essayed people and stolen money from people, and he literally doesn't care about anybody.
I could tell you in the town that I live in, there was illegals walking up and down the main boulevard of our town.
And that's wrong. Why?
They
Also, how
were
would you know?
walking
Did you
up our
ask for
main.
their
They wear
documentation?
shirts, Parkers. You didn't know they
Oh
were
no,
shirts?
they were all over the place.
Yeah,
They
how
were
do you know that they are undocumented?
You were like, show me your passport. Let me
because
see.
they're all
Like,
gone now. Now all of a sudden they're all gone. The Democrats use them to bring them in to try
They're
to
not
get them to vote,
gone.
and then
They're
were
not gone.
They are gone. Yes,
No,
they
they're
are.
not. That's anecdotal anyway, so I wouldn't care because then I could say I have a cousin in New York who says you're wrong, right? Like it doesn't matter. So why do immigrants bother you so much?
Because we were paying them, what was it, $15,000 a person that they had in here. They were all they were all here, and they
Show
were
me
all
that.
shopping, buying new clothes, and they were living
Show me
out
that.
of a hotel.
Oh, how dare they want new clothes? Show me
No,
where
no,
you
but
were
I'm
paying
just saying, like, they
$15,000 a person.
They weren't.
no, I'm gonna need to take just one breather and make a wild request of Ops. Just don't lie. Just read something first, and then tell us what you read. Stop trying to pull from your memory or pull from your colon whenever you're not wearing it as a hat. Just don't lie. Go find a source. Go find a quote. Go find something that shows that you are not part of the 56% of adults who don't have a literacy value higher than the 6th grade. Like, just have a real, sincere conversation. Try it one time. You're muted. Oh, it's so nice.
Go find that source.
Getting too teamed by them girls. Y'all, don't call grown ass women girls. It's an infantilization. It's really weird, and it's PD3DO behavior. So that alone usually lets us know that you voted for the PD3DO, but, you know, still not a good practice. Get it out of your vocabulary. It's fucking weird.
So, Richie, can you find that source for me?
No, he wasn't insulting us. He was just lying. That's the point. So I'm not mad at him. I'm just exhausted, y'all.
Yeah, he wasn't
Just
insulting.
don't lie. Just go read. Hell, I'll go for a clip. You don't even have to read. Have someone else read it to you and then show us what you got.
Yeah, I heard the baby and the honey from Peepaw. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Did I say it? Because I don't give a fuck. Because it's TikTok language and you know what I mean. PDFs. I don't give a fuck.
You guys, let's try to get up to 30,000 likes while we're sitting here waiting for Richie to figure out how to unmute and find that source. We should be able to do that with 500 of you in here. I'll invite him to unmute.
You're nicer than I am. He hasn't teacupped, which concerns me that he's not actually looking for anything.
He's not, but we have James now, so we'll talk to James. Richie, you can come back when you have that source. James, how are you today?
James has
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing. Yeah, I know he's got bars. Did you vote for Trump? That MAGA Wi-Fi it's really doing something good, isn't it?
Michael, I wasn't saying he was wearing his colon for a hat. I was saying you are because you're being defensive about it.
Right. This man you don't know.
Honestly.
And also, it's a funny argument anyway, because you're basically saying that the states gave them money, and if they did give them money, you just told me that you don't vote Republican down ballot, so you voted for that. Is that torta? Yeah, no. Well, they weren't loading anyway, so I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they need to fix their racist rhetoric. Is it that all of the undocumented people are taking their jobs, or is it that they're just so lazy and they're everywhere?
Yeah, I don't know which one it is. Joe, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Sure did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
20 years old, and I was born in Michigan.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
So some of the things that I like support Trump on, I support his big beautiful, or most of the things in the big beautiful bill, like
Okay,
his
like what things?
deductions on the SNAP and Medicaid. I like how he's deducting that because
Why?
there's tons of cases of people just stealing money from Medicaid and
Show me
SNAP.
the-
People,
show me the
I have
fraud rate.
sources right now. 42,000 was taken in Louisiana. SNAP was taken because someone was dead and their son was actually taking money from their parent.
Let
So
me
that's
see.
some other
From
case.
$42,000 taken from Louisiana SNAP.
42,599,000 in Louisiana, it says. An audit found that approximately.
Let me look it up so that we can be on the same page here.
And I have
Do you
another
have like
thing that
an
says,
article name or something that I could find for this?
I mean, I'm kind of using ChatGPT right now, so I don't have an
Where-
actual source.
yeah,
but
they
I
also
find
have to
them.
source. They also have to source their.
Yeah, it says LLA, I think it says.
Go find the,
LLA. Here, let me look at the link.
Go find that source.
I
I'm not-
clicked on it. It says, sorry, nothing pops up. What the crap?
Yeah.
I mean, I could give you another source. There's multiple other ones.
Please do.
Oh, there's another one that says an audit identifies 214 cases where SNAP benefits were in use more than 75 days after the receipt's death, with 16 householders making EBT purchase posthumously.
Posthumously. So
WMT.
audit identifies what?
Sorry, say that again.
Audit. You need to slow down when you say the title so I can search it. Audit
Do you
identifies.
want me to repeat it again? Sorry.
Yes, but slower so that I can type it in.
Yeah, that's
Audit
fine, sorry.
identifies.
An audit identifies 214 cases where SNAP benefits were issued more than 75 days after the receipt's death, with 16 households making EBT purchases posthumously.
Posthumously, yeah.
Sorry.
You're fine. So let's try and find where they're getting this from. Because I'm not seeing. Let's see, this is...
And that's just in Maine, sorry.
Right, okay.
That
So
state,
let me read what this audit is. And the audit would be of SNAP then.
Mm-hmm.
This sounds like it's not an issue. That would be from
Well, you could,
SNAP
like-
though, because SNAP issued that, right? That would be an issue with the company.
Yeah, I
that was-
think that's only from SNAP, but I'm pretty sure there's
Okay.
like other cases of other people like saying they're like they died or something, and then their family members will still be constantly getting that benefit from their, like, say their parent or grandparents' death. That's why
Depending on what the program is, they can. When it comes to SNAP, no.
Yeah,
Medicaid,
because there's
no.
financial years that there's 100% you
Like
can search it
VA,
up right now. That there's many
VA
cases of that.
healthcare, they can in some cases because that is their family member that was a veteran. When it comes
Yeah.
to Medicaid and SNAP, no, they cannot
So why do you say that?
because I've seen no proof of it.
I mean, you can search it up right now of people that there's many cases of people literally stealing from
So
Medicaid.
you can
and
search
stuff.
it up because it's your claim, right? I've seen
Okay,
people say
and I've
this
searched it
talking
up
point.
and I'm getting results from it.
And you didn't find the Louisiana one. It sourced nothing for you.
So-
And the one that you found me was showing that the SNAP office in
Do you want me
Maine
to read you another
specifically
one?
had issues, right?
Do
Okay.
you want me to read you another one?
Yeah, sure.
When you say read another
So
one,
another one
you
that
mean an
says,
actual
Still on
article,
ChatGPT,
or do you-
yeah.
God.
No, I mean ChatGPT just gives me facts, so I just kind of
No, they don't give you
Well,
facts.
well,
What does
well.
ChatGPT do?
When I ask for
ChatGPT
facts,
No,
they give me
no, no,
facts.
no, no,
When I
no.
specifically put
Obviously
facts
not,
in there.
because the Louisiana one, right? They couldn't source. ChatGPT didn't even source it. So obviously they're not giving you facts. That's
it
not what
sourced it.
ChatGPT
It's
does.
just
Doesn't
like
check
the
for
links
validity.
on the thing that messes up
No.
sometimes.
ChatGPT doesn't check for validity or reliability. It checks for popularity and any keywords that
Right.
are in common with your question.
So if
that
y'all
you
say this shit on
undoubtedly
Reddit a million
use
times.
badly. Like, y'all don't use ChatGPT as a real source. It's not a real fucking
think I
source.
should
It's
use
so bad at gathering sources. It's not even
I use ChatGPT
a search
a lot,
engine the way
actually.
Google is. Like, it is worse than Wikipedia. Fucking start on Wikipedia. That's better. That is more respectable.
When I was on Dean's stream, I actually got a source for that with Wikipedia, and I could have stumped him with that, and he couldn't give me a comeback. But let me try to find that source again.
Please do. Go for it. Have fun.
Can you give me a Wikipedia?
Someone who works on the back end of these AI, the results are heinous. They're so bad.
Yeah.
And even the other people who are double checking as we are building the results of ChatGPT and others like it, it's not reliable. It's not
right. It's finding keywords. It's not finding sources, which is why, like, even if I use Google AI Overview sometimes, but what I do is I check the little paper clips that are attached to it to see if I can find it as an actual source, not just what they tell me.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like every single time I keep on putting in Wikipedia, it's just not giving me what I'm asking for.
Funny how that works.
Well, I swear, on everything I've had this source before, I just cannot find it.
Iron, thank you for the one on the blue appetizer. You put Chat GPT is outdated. It uses 2022 and earlier, not anything recent in way of searches. And it also depends on how you search when it comes to AI, right? If you're searching for a specific outcome versus just asking it a question, you're going to get different results.
Yeah.
If you put in is the Earth flat versus like show me where the Earth is flat, you're going to get different results, right?
Let's see. Okay. Let's see if I can get this.
While we're here, I'll bring up the percentages of fraud in Medicaid and fraud in SNAP.
And it's like, it's so funny to watch them get mad. Yeah, I was like, English teacher of 10 years, Monica's fine. Me, it does. It pisses me off. It is my pet peeve.
You were English teacher?
Taught? Yes. I was going to,
that's awesome.
I've paired up with librarians constantly to be like, this is how you check your sources. This is the difference between reliability and validity, and this is how you do it. And ChatGPT has been the bane of my existence ever since its creation.
Yeah, I'm still kind of like new to this like politics stuff. I'm still kind of like learning on the roads, you know.
Love it, love it, love it. That's fine. Learning is great. ChatGPT won't help you learn. And I love technology. I love technological advances that do help and are amazing tools. ChatGPT ain't there yet. The latest update has not even improved much.
Don't get me wrong. ChatGPT can definitely like have wrong stuff before. It's definitely given me like wrong stuff before, but it can definitely be like very useful for a few.
If you know how to vet your sources, The problem is most people don't.
Things for yourself. Use it to make a template of like a paper you have to write, or really anything, an email. Fuck it, go for it. But don't pull your facts from ChatGPT because it's going to lie to you. It's going to make up shit that sounds reasonable because it's all hypothetical. They're like, this is kind of what people are saying. And then it will reference Reddit. It will reference Facebook and Twitter. I was like, that's not a thing.
Yeah.
It's just referencing memes.
So we can talk about in 2024, the Medicaid improper payment. That's not even fraud, right? Improper payment rate was 5.1%. So that means that more like 95% of payments were proper. All that means is that Medicaid issued an improper payment, not that anybody scammed them, right? That's Medicaid specifically. When it comes to fraud, it's the same thing. It's improper payment. And any fraud we do find in Medicaid, most of that is coming from like doctors' offices that are saying they issued this for a customer under Medicaid that didn't have it. So it's not people. So why are you okay then with stripping people of their health care?
I mean, I feel like he saw. I mean, I don't really have any like actual like evidence of this, but he was talking about how he's seeing like just tons of missed numbers, and we're using way too much money that we didn't actually need to be using on Medicaid and SNAP.
Right, but they don't have proof for that. They're just saying it.
I mean, if I actually digged into it, I could probably find a good reason, but.
Right, so you're going to spend all day doing that, whereas I could tell you right now, the way they're using the cuts, specifically like let's say Medicaid cuts in the Big Beautiful Bill, they did something very similar on a smaller scale, obviously, in Arkansas. What ended up happening, right, was that because of red tape, paperwork issues, being able to log in online, 18,000 people lost their medical care that they would have qualified for, but their employment didn't go up, because that's their big argument, right, is that people aren't working and they're getting Medicaid for being lazy. And that's not true. So in Arkansas, we saw 18,000 people lose their medical care and their employment didn't go up because these people were already working. Over 70% of people who receive Medicaid are working.
He he also put a thing on there that you have to work a certain amount of hours to get that. So if you actually are working and you actually are working and actually working about a certain amount of hours, you will get that. So it's just like people that are working like...
No, they're relying on them losing it, because then if they set up in certain states, specifically rural states, they set that up so that if you are working that amount of hours, right? I believe it's 80 a month, so it'd be like a 40 or whatever it is, a 40-hour work week. Typical full-time hours. What ends up happening is you have states that set it up so then you lose your federal health care. It's work or volunteer hours, and you lose that health care, and now you are reliant on getting either healthcare through your work or a private insurance company, because they are no longer going to give it to you now that you're working full time.
Wait, so you said some states do what? Sorry, explain that again.
So like some states will say like, okay, if you're working this amount of hours, you're making this amount of money. You now no longer qualify for state federal funded Medicare or Medicaid.
Also, if you're like making too much or something, or too many hours, or...
Right. So if you're working a full-time schedule...
I also get that, because that's just like, if they're making too much money, you're just working too much overtime. Of course you're not going to get that, because you're
Sure, but have you ever been on any welfare programs by chance?
No.
Okay, and that's fine. I'm not saying like I'm on them. But what that does, right, is they give you just like where you would hit the threshold that you no longer get it anymore is still impoverished. Okay, my child receives EpiPens because she's deathly allergic to walnuts and pecans. Those cost out of pocket anywhere from $300 to $700, depending on the brand name. And so I would have to pay that out of pocket. Because now I make too much, but still don't make enough to pay for healthcare.
I mean, well, I still feel like personally it's still good, because you're not trying to take money from people that actually like need it, or people that are actually working for it. I feel like
again, 70%.
Yeah, but they're actually working.
70% of adults on Medicaid work full-time or part-time.
Yeah, I know, and they're getting it.
Right now.
Unless they're working extra overtime.
They're getting it right now. That's what I'm saying
much.
to you. That's what I'm saying to you. They're getting it right now. But after this big, beautiful bill, specifically the Medicaid and the SNAP portion is not going into effect until after the midterms, because they want to make sure that you still vote for your Republicans. It is going to remove millions off of their health care. It is going to increase premiums for private insurance.
Well, they're only doing that because people are scamming money from the government. They're just reducing
Again, show me
funding.
where that's fact. I have not seen that as fact. Show me the scamming.
I mean, I've already gave you on dead people stealing.
No, you didn't.
Out of curiosity,
you literally did not.
Might they be cutting these? Why else might they be trying to preserve these funds?
Yeah, what else was in that big, beautiful bill?
I mean, I couldn't tell you. I know like a decent amount of it, but I don't know like everything. There's some things in the beautiful bill.
Rich.
Yeah, that's a little,
We got to pay for that somehow, and so we're going to take it.
The middle class, I 100% agree, like cutting for the middle class, 100%. But the rich, I don't agree with that.
Right, and so to pay for that, because we have to pay for that.
What do you mean they didn't do that with the middle class?
They extended the tax cuts that we already saw with the TCJA, but disproportionately it affects the rich. So it's not really, and again, when it comes to losing your health care, your SNAP benefits, your welfare programs, and tariffs increasing your prices, the tax cuts that the middle class is getting is not shit.
I mean, I kind of like the tariffs. They honestly kind of help. I mean, the stocks were kind of doing like bad at the beginning, but now they're at one of the highest points that they could possibly be. And I just kind of
because he tacos, Joe.
What do you mean by that?
He backs off on the tariffs when the markets go bad, and so he removes them.
It's called a strategy.
And the markets go back up. Yeah, it's market manipulation. That's really great. Love that.
Well, it's called a strategy with other countries to manipulate their stuff and their stuff. He's manipulating other countries.
He's manipulating us.
No. When he tweets to his friends out loud when to invest and when to divest from the stock market, that's not in other countries.
He's tweeted that?
Yes.
Yes.
Before Liberation Day.
I have no.
Do you know how much he's bought in bonds?
I do not.
$100 million in bonds. So he's now invested in things that he can directly affect. So he makes money.
Yeah. I mean, 100,000 for a billionaire. I don't think that's gonna like.
$100 million. $100 million in bonds.
Oh, I thought you said 100,000. Okay.
No, $100 million in bonds.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't think Trump's perfect. He definitely has some a shady side to him. But I just kind of go off of what I'm basing off seeing right now. Like my grocery prices, personally for me, are down. My gas prices for me are down. Yes, they are. My eggs are 100% down. My other stuff are. I go based off of what I'm personally seeing.
I don't
And
care about what
personally,
you're
what I'm
personally
seeing,
saying because you could be lying to me. I don't know that. So
how
nationally, they're not.
the gas prices are nationally down. Am I wrong?
I don't know. Where are you getting that from?
I mean, you could you could ask every single other person in
Nope,
this thing
that's
right
not
now.
where we get gas prices from.
I mean, I go off base what I'm seeing right now currently, and
Oh my
where I
gosh.
live, everything's
No,
lower.
we do, no.
When Biden was in
is
term, I
inflation
was
up or
doing a
down?
lot worse.
Is inflation up or down? It was. You're right. It was. Why was it
Mhm.
worse under Biden? You're right.
Probably because of COVID, I'm assuming.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel like he could have dealt with COVID a little better though,
How?
by actually making sure like everyone locks down immediately as soon as it even enters like China or like he heard of it
They
being
did
in
do
China.
that.
We should.
We
they
had
did it way
travel
too late.
restrictions. We did
They
have
did it
travel
way too
restrictions.
late. They should have done it a lot earlier.
When did COVID start?
2019. Why?
Okay, who was president?
Donald Trump for that exact thing.
Yeah, when did
But
the
that was at the
lockdown
very,
start?
very, very end. I don't know the exact date.
March of 2020, the lockdown started.
Okay.
Okay, so what did Trump do about the pandemic?
I mean, we didn't have full coverage of hit like the COVID-19 actually while he was president.
He knew in November of 2019. That's why it's COVID-19, because we knew in 2019. It didn't get here.
Wait,
both of you. November.
Call
How
it
many-
C19.
Sorry, C19.
Thank you.
He didn't get here. It didn't get here until 2020, but he knew. And he specifically told people not to panic about it and not to talk about it, and that it'd be gone by Easter, right?
So you think he kind of just like let COVID just pass by so it...
Like, let's be clear. I don't blame him for COVID. Nobody could have seen that coming, right?
Yeah.
He shouldn't have fired the pandemic response team as his first fucking thing that he did when he joined,
So,
he was inaugurated.
Can you explain
But
that?
he
I
did not
don't know
help
anything
it.
about that.
What?
You said firing who?
The pandemic response team, Obama had put forth a pandemic response team specifically because of things like bird flu, swine flu. And
I was going to be like,
Go ahead,
Joe's
Marcus.
20, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you probably don't remember the swine flu, but it hit when I was in high school, and it shut us down nationwide.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what that
Places
is.
for like 2 weeks. And it was bad enough that Obama then put this pandemic response team in place in case something like that ever happened. And the first thing that Trump did when he got into office was saying, this is a waste of money, and disbanded it. Moved the scientists like throughout different, didn't directly fire them, but just
I don't think
moved
it
them
was
to other
Trump
departments.
Basically, I'm pretty sure it was the person that was trying to get rid of like fraud and waste and the government that did that.
No,
That
so
was, like...
he did this. This was pre-pandemic. This was
Oh,
like
this is
2017,
pre?
2018.
Okay, sorry.
No,
Okay,
you're fine.
I see.
So he did this pre-pandemic, right? So that didn't put us in a good position when we then unfortunately had a fucking pandemic. And again, I'm not blaming him for the pandemic being a thing.
Yeah.
That would have happened under any president. My issue is that he lied to the American people about it. He didn't give good advice for it. Actually, the one thing of credit I do give him is Operation Warp Speed. We put forth money towards the vaccines, right? I think that was a good thing that he did. And I'm glad that he actually was willing to do that, as much as he spouted conspiracy theory all over the place about them. He's vaccinated. Don't know if people know that. He is. And so my issue is that, but we knew that coming in, when Biden was coming in, we were still coming off of that pandemic. We were having supply chain issues, and that is why our inflation raised as much as it did. And it did worldwide, because it was a worldwide pandemic. He went and he put forth bipartisan legislation like the Inflation Reduction Act and the infrastructure bill, right? He also had a stimulus bill. Trump did too. Biden did one of them, so that you got a check. It was to kind of stimulate the economy, because the economy was like stagnating. So he did do those things. It just takes time. We still had a pandemic well into 2022. It just takes time, and people didn't give it time. But now we have Trump, who I don't see doing anything for us.
Yeah.
What has he done to lower grocery prices? What has he done?
I mean, just literally just doing that tariff war with China, like we
That
literally won
increases
that.
prices. So what's a tariff, Joe?
So I mean, I don't know the exact tariff definition off of my head, but
It's an
like the
import tax.
Mm-hmm.
So like, let's say
But-
I'm a company. I'm buying something from China. I now have an extra, let's say 10% on that. I'm now paying 10% more to bring that product into the country.
Yeah, I know how. So he pretty much did a strategy to make China have a lesser tariff on us. If that makes sense. So you know that like when they went like back and forth with those tariffs, and they're like going higher and higher each time. China, Trump going back and forth, and then eventually China has a 5% on us, and then we have a 15% on them. We won that, and that's what
we didn't win that. No. That means that we are paying 50% more for the goods we bring in from China. That's what that means.
No, I'm saying like they 15% like on them, and we have 5%. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like we have a less percent of tariff than they do.
No, so right now we're in a pause because he had a 90-day pause on tariffs with China, and now we have another 90-day pause on tariffs with China because China's not bending on this. So when it comes to having, again, that's why I don't use the term like tariffs on them versus tariffs on us. When we have a tariff on China, it's a tariff on us for all the products we bring in from China. So what we're seeing now is Procter & Gamble has come out, Home Depot has come out, Target has come out saying they have to raise their prices. A lot of them have been trying to eat the cost of the tariffs. They said they can't do that anymore. They are now raising prices on the American people for these products.
I 100% agree that like when those tariffs like happen, stores definitely we're definitely like struggling with like literally the store right next to me. We had tons of containers outside of it because of the tariffs, and they're like trying to hog stuff. But during like that, I didn't see any like changes in price, but like currently where I am right now, yeah, I definitely see changes in like the prices at my grocery store personally. Right. I don't know everywhere else.
So there's a reason for that. Very specifically, when companies order, they do like bulk ordering. It's almost like a 6 months to a year's worth of ordering. So they ordered before he put the tariffs into place. They are now, it's a lag. They are now running out of that product that they ordered, and they are ordering new shipment. That new shipment is now all tariffed, and they can't eat that anymore. So our prices are going to be going up, which is the same way we see with inflation, right? We had 2.7% inflation last month. We had 2.4 the month before. So it's going up.
I mean, we still have pretty low inflation, like relatively, though.
Sure, but it's going up. It's going up. He said he was going to bring it down. He said he was going to bring grocery prices down. That's not what we're seeing.
But you said why is it going up again?
We know why it's going up because now all the product that is getting brought in is tariffed.
So you think all the tariffs, the pause of tariffs is causing stuff to go up? No,
the pause of tariffs. The pause of tariffs would cause we would just kind of be where we're at, right? Depending on the country. He still has the what is it called? The reciprocal tariffs. He still has the blanket laid out tariffs on every country in the world, regardless. But in way of like the ones he's been doing with China, he's backed off on a little bit.
I see. I am sorry to say this. I do have to go.
Nope, you're fine.
I have to take my little sister, but I did have fun time like talking to you guys, and I did learn some stuff, and I wanted to say thank you for your time.
I want to say thank you for being civil and having a conversation and listening, even if we disagree. That's totally fine. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Joe.
Yeah, you too, guys.
The only other thing I would urge you to do is please stop using ChatGPT.
Because he listened to my ChatGPT rant and he was like, "Oh, I'll fix it."
Just please stop using ChatGPT.
I was like, and that's the thing. A lot of hosts I work with will be like, "Oh, fucking anyone under 21." I'm like, "No, wait. They just don't know some things. Like they're not being maliciously ignorant the way a lot of fuck ass like full on adults will."
And listen, we get a lot of like 19 and 20-year-olds who come in and they're just in here to be trolly assholes. Like I get that, but there are people who are willing to talk.
Yeah. I was like, and that one I appreciated. His name seemed familiar, so he might have been a little trolly in the chat. I can't directly recall. I don't pay that much attention. Y'all ups and little trolls in the chat don't mean that much to me unless I'm tracking you the fuck down because of your IP address from slurring. But other than that, he seems fine as a human being in this regard, which is lovely.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
That's fair, Audie.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Especially with your setup.
Hi, RJ. Hi, it's Miller time. How are you today?
Hey, hanging in. How about you?
Doing pretty well. Did you vote for Trump?
Nice. What's that, love?
Did you vote for Trump?
I did. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
51, state of the biggest Democratic state in the Union, Massachusetts.
Oh. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Why not?
Well, I just like what policy do you like?
No, I'm going to put the question on you. Why not?
Because I don't see his policies as being beneficial for the American people.
Okay, how old are you? I'm
34.
34. You have kids, I would maybe imagine.
Yes, I do.
You own a business or no?
No, I'm a stay-at-home mother, except for this is my job that I do have to file taxes.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm not bashing you.
No, you're
Trust me,
fine. People will in the chat. Don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, I'm never gonna take that away from you.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I've been down that road. Trust me. No.
But I have owned a business in the past. I did own a house cleaning business with a friend of mine a long time ago before I got pregnant.
Oh my God, I own a cleaning business.
Oh, very nice. I was more just like a contract partnership. I won't lie and say that I was in like dealings. She knew what she was doing. She just wanted me as a partner, so I was
understandable.
A part of that. And I worked for McDonald's probably for 5 years before that.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Nope.
Makes the world go around. I own a business. I own a couple businesses, but that's beside the point.
Sure. So the tax policies are probably good for you.
No, it's not like I'm, making,
No, I'm not
crazy
saying you're not an Elon Musk. I'm just saying in way of tax policy, it's probably more beneficial to you than it would be to me.
Somewhat. Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. But I mean, the rhetoric that goes around and goes around. Now, do I fully support him? No. Do I support the Taverns fully? No. Has my business, when he was in office the first time, better? Yes. Now, I don't know where you live or everybody else lives and their prices because they're worried about groceries.
I'm in Colorado.
Okay. I'm in Massachusetts, okay? Stop and Shop just came out and said we're lowering our prices by 20% across the board on everything. So this high food prices, high gas prices, I don't know where these other people are, but they're not existent where I'm at.
So do you
if you look up Stop and Shop Massachusetts, you'll see the article. It just came
an article from this was in
WCBB
2024.
No. It came out 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
This is
we just got the flyer in the mail.
Here's one from the 20th. Look at this one. Since 2024, Stop & Shop has been implementing changes to deliver an improved shopping experience. This is all 2024.
Yeah, no, 2 days ago. WCVB, Channel 5, Boston.
WCPV?
I can link it to you. WCVB.
VB, what's the title?
I'd have to get my.
Is it? Let me just see if I can do
Stop and Shop. I mean, it really could probably would just.
Let me generically try and find it. That's fine.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine. If I get enough,
I'd have to swipe you up and then go look. Yeah, on my computer.
So thousands of items. So not in the entire.
There we go. You got it. Well, thousands of items.
This is neither here nor there, but I'm really enjoying the amount of New Yorkers and Bostonians we're getting this morning. Y'all's accents are everything.
It's been really recently.
Stop it.
It has
really? Everybody's got to do that, right? Oh, no, all my friends do.
Stop and Shop said this is part of an initiative started last year. They said it includes a 19% drop in price of rotisserie chickens, a 28% cut in the cost of Italian bread, and 23% drop for Stop and Shop brand pasta. So they did start this last year.
Our eggs are not $7.
That was
it's just not. It doesn't
I don't blame
exist.
any president for the eggs. That was a bird flu issue.
No. But my food costs are not high. Just put it that way. They're not high. They haven't changed. Actually, they've gone down.
But they haven't.
So depending on where you live, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to these companies are price gouging you.
I agree. What is Trump doing about that?
Has nothing to do with Trump.
What's he doing about that?
You worried about groceries? Are you really
as a stay-at-home mom? Yes, I am worried about groceries. I need to feed my kids.
Maybe you shouldn't be a stay-at-home mom. I mean, the groceries are not high though.
They are. How much is beef right now?
Whoa.
Beef? Beef is high because they're price gouging. Who cares?
That's not why.
Like you're gonna say
that's not why.
You're gonna say you're gonna go to a car dealership and pay X amount for the car.
That's not why.
No.
Beef is high because of tariffs on Brazil.
Really? Go ahead. Because I know a ton of people that are in the restaurant business, and they will tell
I'm
you
so sorry.
differently.
How old did you say you are?
51. 51.
Great. Have you had kids?
I have 2 wonderful boys. Yes, I do.
Oh, that's so lovely.
And nothing
when
has
you were
been
raising them,
interrupted
Are they adults
because
now?
of it. What?
Are they adults now?
Well, yeah, if you consider 20 and 18, yeah. Yeah, they are adults. No, they're adults.
I
In the
mean,
legal
legally,
eyes,
sure, but like,
Sure. They can get into legal trouble mostly, but anyway.
Correct. So
I'm
they're
glad
adults.
they made it this far. You've done great. But to
They're
that
adults.
regard, did you raise them with a partner?
My wife?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And was she a stay-at-home mom or did she work?
At the beginning, yes, absolutely. But towards as it
That
went
she
on,
stayed at home?
no. What? She has a
She
degree.
stayed at home at the beginning?
Yeah, of course, but that only lasted for
That's wonderful.
few
How were
years.
bills then?
Fine. Actually, the
20,
when
30
he
years
was in
ago,
the
bills
first
were
time-
fine?
Let me put it this way: when he was in the first time, my businesses were flying.
sure.
Mm-hmm,
I don't. His first
But
term,
everybody,
yeah,
let me
there's
tell
a
you.
lot of
Let me
ins
tell
and
you.
outs.
I'm
but
going
it
to tell you.
wasn't necessarily
I'm going
anything
to tell you
he
one
did, though.
thing. I'm going to tell you one thing because the disinformation goes on and on and on. I've been on both sides of the court. I told you where I live, so you know I'm in the biggest Democratic state on the planet, besides California. Okay, I've been on the Democratic side. My aunt is one of the biggest Democrats in Massachusetts on the planet. Okay, so I've been there. I've been on both sides, worked on both campaigns, the whole ball of wax. He chips a tooth, everybody goes crazy. I mean, people take it to another level. Like when Biden was in office, did you see anybody on TikTok complaining that he's sleeping at a conference?
Yes.
Did you?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Not like this.
You were not on
Everybody
TikTok
and their
then.
brother is on.
You
is
were
living
not on TikTok
TikTok
then,
now.
apparently. Literally, that's
Now,
all
who-
we heard.
Okay, who saved TikTok?
Not Trump.
Don't
Reminder,
even.
it
Not
was like
Trump.
the internet lost their
Oh,
fucking
really?
mind when Biden wore a tan suit.
Real quick, we're gonna go through
Like-
that timeline real quick. The reason that TikTok is in the situation it is in is because of Trump. Now, before he was inaugurated, TikTok decided to click the little off button, and then again, before he was inaugurated, clicked the little on button in our 14-hour timeout that we all had. Everybody called him Sleepy Joe. Everybody said, look, he doesn't know where he's going. He's supposed to be shaking hands with this person. He's walking off the stage here. This is literally all we heard. So don't do that. Trump didn't save anything. TikTok invested in hopes of a better business dealing. And he's getting that. He's going to get kicked down the road over and over. They still have to divest. Thanks, Trump. But this is where we are. Like, don't. I understand you're older. I understand you've been in politics longer, but don't condescend as if I don't read a lot.
So I'm going to,
Hi, RJ.
presuming that your wife is alive and well, and I do hope she is. I want you
What
to ask
time?
her how
Massachusetts,
she would
At the end of the
feel
day,
Rhode Island,
if while
and like
she was
China,
raising
or
more
Massachusetts
children.
over the years, right?
China.
So just the whole like Stop
There's
and
a lot
Shop.
happening right
Stop
now.
and Shop was accused of price gouging, specifically in like communities, like urban communities. So like raising prices on poor people. Stop and Shop, not a great company.
Yeah, well, I
but the
don't
reason
live
why
in
like a lot of their
urban
prices are being
communities.
lowered now is because U.S. senators Elizabeth Warren and Ed Markey are two U.S. senators for Mass.
Useless senators. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Democrats. So it's
Yeah,
the
they're
Democrats
doing
who- They did
nothing.
it. They helped do it.
No, they did not. They had nothing to do with it.
So I'm reading from the article. U.S. Senators
Misinformed.
Elizabeth Warren and Ed Markey, along with Representatives Jim McGovern, Ayanna Pressley, all Democrats, sent a letter to Stop and Shop in May of this year, writing the chain is still not providing fair and low prices in all communities in Commonwealth. It's Democrats. That's it. Just want to come up here and fact check him. I live in this area too. It was Democrats, dude. Goodbye. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye. Parker's, would you please kindly finish what you were talking about his wife before that happened and I overstimulated and crashed the fuck out in my brain?
Yeah. I was just going to say, ask your wife how she would feel if while she was busy keeping your sons alive while you were working, bringing in the bills, that someone went, oh, if you're struggling, then just go back to work. You know, fuck your kids and go back to work. They'll be fine. They'll live until they don't. Like, ask her how she would feel about that, and then never say that to another woman ever again who's raising children.
Don't do it. Megan. Happy birthday, Megan. I love you, Megan. You guys, if you see Megan in the chat, y'all better be gifting them. You can do it from the chat. It's possible.
They can also just come up and sit.
Yeah, also Megan can just sit here if Megan wants to.
And is
work wife. There's a work wife in the box.
I'm hiding in the bathroom and waiting for Manny to get out of work to get me out of this hellhole.
Get me out of here.
Oh, good. Logic.
I was watered. My mouth is in so much pain, but it's good. I got 4 kids. They're breathing. They're alive. That's all that matters. And one of the kids went home with hand, foot, and mouth. So save me.
Oh yeah, full on inner city price gouging. By the way. All right, Big John, how are you today?
Oh God, I don't gotta do this. I don't like it.
Bye. Did you clip that?
He went, I'm checking the fuck back out.
But it was also like,
you know who
I appreciated a real life Oscar the Grouch visit.
Yeah.
Toddlers sound like that too. I want you guys to know that.
That's how I sound when I first wake up. In fact, I think I say the same thing where I'm like, no, I'm not doing this. Fuck this. Just leave. Go back to bed.
You know what's funny? I called out and I said, fuck it. I'm going to go in anyways.
What the shit?
I have a problem, okay? I tend
birthday
to,
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Megan. Happy birthday to you.
Are you 1? Are you 2? Are you 3? I can't count that.
How old I am. We've reached the age where we don't talk about how old I am.
You guys, I want you to gift the amount in coins that you think Megan is. That's what I want you to do.
It's the only time you're allowed
That's
to
so
insult me by telling me
specific.
I'm old.
No one go, oh.
Oh, wow.
Not the 425. That's crazy.
I know I'm a witch, but we haven't perfected aging spells that well yet.
We're starting out strong.
You guys should have just stopped at 25. That's what's going to happen. What the?
Hello.
25K.
Hi Garrett, how are you today?
I'm actually doing really good. Just played some golf this morning. It was pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I know you talked about young ages, but I decided to actually educate. But I'm actually 18.
Mm-hmm.
Since I, was old enough to vote, I decided to actually try and look into stuff. Anyways, I know you're gonna ask what my favorite, policies and all that. I actually believe I like how he's deporting a lot of illegal immigrants because they came here illegally. And I'm not gonna say I've actually met a lot of illegal immigrants who are nice.
Sure. According to what did they come in illegally?
Well, when they don't come in here with a visa or anything like that, then that's illegal.
No,
if they don't come in here with a correct process,
They don't have to.
Asylum is a thing.
Yeah, 8 USC 1158 says otherwise.
okay. Well, I don't believe in
But
I don't think people should just be able to come across
your
the border.
belief
And I'm
is
not
irrelevant
saying
to the
every
law.
Correct.
I'm not saying every immigrant that comes over is gonna be a person who rapes or
Hey, you
does
have to say
all
that
this stuff.
word. TikTok is
Um,
very picky. We have to be careful of our language and
Oh,
talk
my
like
fault.
toddlers here. You have to say like graped, unalived. It's
Okay,
shorter.
okay.
Like it's really
Well,
ridiculous.
you get the idea of what I'm
So then
saying
what
is that
what is
I'm
your
not.
issue
I'm
with
not.
immigrants then? What's your issue?
Well, they came here illegally. I don't think that.
According to what?
Even
Because no,
even
they
if
did
they
not.
do pay taxes, even if they're the hardest working citizens.
They do pay
No,
taxes.
they absolutely pay taxes. And
Okay, I
actually
understand
they
that they
get a
do,
tax
but they
refund,
still are
right?
here illegally.
No, no,
and
no,
that's
no.
what I.
According
Here.
to what? Okay, we're gonna level set. According to what are they illegal?
According to the government, I mean, like I don't. What do you mean? Nope.
Because asylum law exists and improper entry law exists, they are not illegal.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe I didn't read up, but I that is not
Right. So maybe you should educate yourself on immigration before you speak on it.
Okay, well, that still just does not make sense.
Can we pivot back to him
anyways,
saying,
I
hold on,
I
Garrett,
also
Garrett, I want to do a quick sidebar.
yeah.
Can we pivot back to the fact you said I'm 18 and I've only like focused on, voting since I've been 18? Sir, you turned 18 what? What day did you turn 18?
I turned August.
Okay, in August you turned 18, so you weren't able to vote during the 2024 election, okay? Cool.
Wait. You turned 18 this month?
No, last year.
Okay.
No, he's about
So
to
you're
turn
19.
19. That's how we
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just
Okay.
double checking.
this month.
Okay, so again, that still doesn't make my statement any less, right? You just got involved with politics. Why didn't you get involved with politics when you were younger, right?
Well, because it didn't apply to me as much. I was living under my mom and my dad, so there was no
I've been
point.
involved in politics since I was 14.
I mean,
Okay, well,
that's
that's your
fine.
choice. It wasn't my
I
choice
wasn't
to.
involved in politics when I was 18 or 17.
I just think
or
it's
whatever.
interesting.
Right, but how are immigrants affecting you? Because you just said it didn't affect me. Well, now it does. How are immigrants affecting you?
Well, if they're causing crime, I don't live in a state where it's big.
They're not.
Immigration is big. I live in Indiana. But if I'm saying the ones that do cause crime, of course, a lot of them are getting deported. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot
crime.
of
Dear, I'm in Texas, and they don't commit crime.
They commit crime at a lesser
really
rate
don't.
than U.S. citizens do.
Okay, but I understand that but that makes sense though because we have 300 million Americans and we have how many?
What does per capita
10 million
mean?
illegals.
What does per capita mean?
Per capita?
Mhm.
That means like per 1,000 people or per.
Right, that's how we track our stats. So they commit less crime than U.S. citizens per capita. So the same amount.
Okay,
of
but
people,
so
same
that
amount of
doesn't
people,
mean
they
that we
commit less
shouldn't
crime.
take them out. So that doesn't
What?
mean we shouldn't take them out or shouldn't deport them.
I'm not seeing where the negative is here.
Okay, but even if they commit 2% of the crime and 98% of are Americans,
Yeah, why
why
are we
not still
focused on the
deport them?
Americans?
Because even if we do take crime away, there's still going to be that 2%.
Why are
Actually,
we
that
focused
2%
on the
is still high.
Americans? Let's go after the problem first.
Okay, but I'm not disagreeing with you here, but the thing is
Yet you
I mean, we
still
can
are
all
going
agree
after the
crime is always
marginalized
going to
community.
happen.
You're going
Okay, so
after the
how?
marginalized
Okay,
community. They've
can
done
I ask
nothing
you
to
something
harm
real
you.
quick? Then how do you think that we can go after Americans? Do you believe in gun laws? Like, what do you think that can save us?
Gun regulation would be good. That would be a big
Okay.
one.
I
Really,
mean,
the biggest indicator of crime in and of itself is going to be poverty. So if we actually helped Americans be able to feed their families, there would be less crime. We know that there's a direct correlation between poverty and increasing crime.
So do you agree
would
with
also
taking
even
homeless
say-
people off the street? Or are you saying that poverty as in homeless or just poverty as in really, really poor people?
You don't
But
have
they
to be
still
homeless
have a
to
house.
be in poverty.
Right.
You know that, right?
What do you think poverty means, Garrett?
Well, I know what it means. Poverty is like super, they're not able to pay for a lot of things. They're
They're not necessarily
but-
homeless.
but-
People
Okay,
who
but
go
listen,
paycheck to
is
paycheck are in
homeless not
poverty.
poverty? Is homeless not poverty?
I didn't
It's-
say that.
Sure.
It is one part of it, okay? So there is
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm agreeing with
Garrett,
both.
Garrett,
I'm
hold on,
saying-
I'm gonna help you. I'm trying to help you out here because I have decided for my birthday I want Smarter MAGA. So there is an actual line that is determined, like an annual salary needed,
Yeah.
and they've
Yeah,
decided
I
this for
know.
all. Yeah. So if you're below that line, you are in poverty, whether you're working, whether you're housed, whether you are have health insurance or not. If you are below the poverty line, you are in poverty.
So let me ask you this. So you said poverty has a direct correlation with crime. Do you think that so if you're in poverty, do you think we should take gun laws away from poverty people?
I
That's
don't
just a
think
question.
personally, I'm a leftist. If you go far enough left, you get your guns back. I just think that we should have some regulation on the kind of weapons and how you get access to those weapons.
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm not
I
taking
agree.
away weapons from you. I'm a lefty. You need those. So
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm not MAGA. I'm Republican. I don't agree with everything with Trump.
what state did you
like I
vote
said,
in?
this is just stuff that I've liked so far about him.
Indiana. Did you vote? Did you vote
Yeah.
down ballot in Indiana?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you vote Republican down ballot?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, so next
your
thing, I have a
senator?
question for you. Do you like they're deploying the military on DC,
No.
taking crime away.
No.
Why didn't you like that?
What's the crime rate in DC right now?
It's not how you help the
I know that it's
impoverished.
been down 30% over the last 5 years.
No, it's at
or
a
whatever it
30-year
was.
low.
Or was a 30-year low? Sorry.
Correct.
Quick question though, Garrett, when you come back, I would really love to know if you think the military are trained to de-escalate and deal with crime.
Are they? Wait, say that again. Sorry.
Is the military trained to de-escalate and deal with crime, particularly poverty crime?
No, not at all.
So
I mean, I
why
don't
the
think so. But
hell would we put very angry people who are like trained in one specific thing to fight something they are very ill-equipped to fight?
well, I don't think they're necessarily fully ill-equipped. I mean, they have
do,
the right.
Garrett.
They have the right
No.
equipment. They have
No, they don't.
You need
guns to
pew-pews
protect
and,
themselves.
and,
don't they?
and tanks?
They actually don't have guns right now. That's the big next issue, is that they are talking about arming the National Guard that is walking the streets right now. That's the issue.
Well, I think that makes sense because what if someone pulls out a gun? What are they
Well,
supposed
so
to do?
then
Just
why
like
did
run away?
Janine Pirro say that they're going to stop prosecuting people who walk around with rifles and shotguns?
Also, the stat.
Well, I don't agree
How
with
many
that at all.
times-
Like I said, I don't agree with
So that they
everything
can
Trump
so that
does.
they can shoot them. That's why they're doing that.
Do you know how
Um,
many times, Garrett, a good guy with a gun stops a bad guy with a gun? Pew pew. Sorry. I'm in.
I know. Sorry, I'm sorry. Brett gets away with it.
I know.
How many
How does Brett
times
get away
the
with that?
good person takes away the bad person?
The percentage of times a good guy with a pew pew stops the bad guy with a pew pew.
Well, honestly, I have no clue, but I hope it's
1%.
It's
more
1%.
than what it
It's
is with the bad
1%.
guy.
It's 1%.
1% of people with firearms tend to stop the bad guys with firearms, but even with that argument, it's null and void because we have this conversation when it comes to schools and daycares and other places being, targets of these things, right? Being someone who works in a daycare facility, there is no one on campus to stop said person with a firearm. If the officers would actually do their jobs instead of, I don't know, great example, Uvalde sit outside there for 77 minutes, 376, I believe is the number.
77.
376. 376 for 77 minutes.
77 minutes.
There it is.
They sat out there and children are being, slaughtered and stuff like that. That's a thing that shouldn't be normalized. To the point where a college yesterday had a hoax happen and everything showed up. So, I think we're in a weird problem, don't you think, Garrett? You turned 18 last year? You were in public schools, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you would also agree that it's kind of stupid that people believe that this is just a normalized thing of life, right?
Yeah.
Huh. Crazy.
Okay, so I would also, talk about a few more things. So I do believe that I don't like how Trump is talking about getting the Nobel Peace Prize, but I think he is eligible for it. He's I think he stopped a lot of wars. He's talked to the European all the European
Oh yeah,
Union.
Chicky. Sorry, hold on, Chicky. Go ahead.
Before, because I gotta go back to work. But I think it's really concerning the fact that when it was mentioned that the National Guard might get armed while they're doing patrol in our street, you said, okay, good. That is extremely concerning. Because the weapon, hopefully, if they do arm them, it will be handguns, hand weapons, and not the rifles. Yeah, and not the rifles, because worst case scenario, and some crazy person wants to compare sizes against the National Guard, and the rifles are being used, there will be friendly fire.
There's going to be violence.
These are not weapons to be used in civilian atmosphere environments. So it's very concerning that you are very okay with that.
I think it.
Not be armed.
Okay, well, anyways, I would still like to talk about the Nobel Peace Prize.
Wait, we've pivoted from two different topics now. You've pivoted from immigration.
Okay, I haven't pivoted. You guys have went back
Garrett, you're gonna stop interrupting people when they talk.
Where we have pivoted from two different topics: immigration that you ran from because you can't prove where they are a negative in any way, shape, or form, and then we are talking about DC, okay, which you are okay with the National Guard carrying weapons against civilians at the National Mall when the crime rate is at a 30-year low. So no, I don't really want to pivot to giving Trump the Nobel Peace Prize, where I have to then debunk you on the fact that he didn't end 7 wars, and we can go through and talk about that for you to pivot to another topic. I don't want to do that.
I need you to like sit with what Chicky said and not just say anyways. Like think that through. What it means to set our own Marines amongst our citizens armed.
Let's think on what? It should terrify you. Like, I just, as an outsider, already the country does look at your military industrial complex. Right? Did I say country? I mean, the world looks at your military industrial complex with like a, that's weird and freaky. But now your complex has gone so far, you're okay with the National Guard turning on its own citizens and looking to its own citizens. That's terrifying to hear as an outsider. What is happening?
Help us, Megan. Help.
Know how to unmute yourself?
He did.
Oh, I didn't know I had to. Anyways, sorry about that. Okay, then I would like to bring up another point about immigration. Biden deported
You can drop me money.
immigrants.
Thanks.
Obama did.
I already
Bill
proved my
Clinton
point.
deported. So what's your thoughts on that?
Biden did
when
what?
the last 3. Okay, so Biden deported immigrants. Clinton deported immigrants. Obama deported immigrants. So what's the sudden switch now that
Not a switch.
it's not okay?
The way
Have you
he's doing
noticed
it.
the difference? Yeah.
So how is he doing it in a way that you don't like?
He's
I
picking
guess.
people up from they're at their court cases that they're going to. He is picking people up at fucking student drop-offs, at kindergarten graduations, at their jobs. He's Stephen Miller
At hospitals?
Stephen Miller explicitly told ICE to go stand outside Home Depots and 7-Elevens. Homan said he can pick them up based off of their appearance alone. That's an issue to me.
The cruelty
How do
is the
people
point.
look undocumented.
Yeah, if they look undocumented. I get asked all the time if I'm DACA or if I'm from here because I'm a
You were asked
Latino
a few
woman.
times today.
This is kind of where we differ. I think I believe more in reality than feelings. Of course, it's terrible what he's doing, but if they're coming here illegally, then
No.
it
And we
shouldn't
circle
be
back.
where it's
And we
at.
All
We shouldn't.
back.
you are doing.
Okay, but we shouldn't.
How do
We
we
shouldn't
prove-
make an
how do we
exception
prove-
because they're
how
at
do
their
we
little
prove, Garrett, how do we
kindergartners
prove that somebody
graduation.
is here illegally? How do we
Holy
prove that?
shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't think that.
do we
Okay,
prove
listen.
it?
I'm gonna state it again because you didn't. I don't think you heard me. Anyways.
Dude, don't say it again. Please
I don't-
don't say it again.
How do we prove
Okay,
that somebody is here
I
illegally?
can't talk.
How do we prove? I'm asking you a question. How do we prove that somebody's here illegally?
We heard you. You're just not engaging with what we're saying, and you're not answering Monica's question. We heard exactly what you said, and we are engaging with you. So answer the question. And
Somebody-
why do you keep swiping off app? Where do you keep
Somebody
going?
in the chat just said that's why he can't talk to you.
God, I hope he's
Undocumented.
good.
I'm not undocumented. I was born in Washington State, guys. I was born in the United States. I am just a Latina woman. Okay. Okay.
Beautiful one at that.
Oh, I thank you. No, they hate my crazy eyes because I have very expressive eyeballs. But I'm sorry, I can't help what comes on my face. Oh, what?
So here,
Welcome back.
So okay, so with immigration, they come in. They have to take a U.S. literacy test, correct? I believe.
For citizenship, for for naturalization, that's a completely different. There's a ton of different.
But isn't that the
methods.
part of the process to become a
That's one
citizen?
process. That's one.
Okay, so
How
would you
do
agree
they
if they
know
don't take that test, then
they are
then
undocumented?
they're not,
No,
then they're illegal?
no.
How does the
Because the laws
state
don't say
How so?
determine
Well, how so?
that someone is undocumented?
The asylum law, 8 U.S.C. 1158, allows you to enter whether or not at a port of arrival, and you have 365 days from that point to claim asylum. You are then given a court date, usually an ankle monitor, so they know where you're going. They want to know what family you're staying with, what state you're going to be in when you show up for your court date. Hi, Manny.
This is exhausting. Does he only think that naturalization
the
and
only way.
citizenship is the only way. We had a discussion with somebody the other day where they thought green card is the only way to enter the United States. Like, where did you
Test
guys
that most
come
Americans
from?
can't pass, by the way.
Right, right. I would love to.
Green card is your ability.
Yeah,
Legal residency.
you can stop. Right. So we have over 28 different visa applications alone. Not even getting into any of the twilight statuses. You want to only focus on probably something that you never heard of, which is lawfully permitted residents in the United States, which is not even the same as citizens. Like, bro, like there's so many different statuses within the United States for immigrants,
Okay, so I'm
and you're
talking
focusing
about.
on citizenship.
Okay. I'm talking about unlawfully, like they're unlawful.
How do you know they're unlawful? Which is why I go again to the question I asked you.
Because
How
okay,
do we know
so
they're
they
unlawful?
go through no process. They just walk, like
How
for
do we
example,
prove
they
that?
just climb over the border or something
How
like
do
that.
we
They
prove
like
that?
that's
Quick
unlawfully.
pause. Quick pause. Hey Garrett. Hey Garrett, have you been through a process to prove that you are a citizen?
No, because I was born here. That's how it works. That's
How
how
do you
the
prove
law
that?
works. What are you talking
prove
about?
it?
Citizen
You
right?
just say it?
Citizen born, whatever the fuck it's called.
How do you prove that? You just say it?
How do you prove it?
Prove that I'm a citizen
hmm
because I have a driver's license.
Oh, they can get driver's license.
I have a social security number.
They can get an ITIN.
Am I a citizen? Do I look like a citizen of the United States of America?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I do?
how
What
am I supposed to? So you're
makes
saying that I
someone
would look at
look
a
like
Mexican
a
and be like,
citizen?
yeah, he's not here
Well,
illegally.
so you think I'm an
That's
American
not.
citizen?
Mexican
I'm
Americans don't
I'm
exist.
not being prejudiced at all. I'm not
You
being
are.
anything.
Mexican Americans don't exist. My guy, I
Of course
think you're
they.
getting hung up
literally.
on. I think you're
I
getting hung up on 8 USC 1325
Which he's never read.
when I think you're getting hung up on that. Over, I would venture to say asylum seekers broke 18 or 8 USC 1325.
Sorry, you lagged out.
You
What'd you say?
glitched there. You said I would venture a guess.
Yeah, Franklin. So I would venture to say that every asylum seeker has broke 8 USC 1325. Specifically 1325.
Mhm.
That means every single, and not just every single asylum seeker, I would say over 90% of the been granted asylum have broken 1325. Just because you break 1325 does not make you ineligible for any immigration status in the United States. And because, Garrett, I know you haven't read any of the INA, the way that the INA is written and how it is injunction to the IRA, in order to seek asylum in the United States, you almost have to break 8 USC 1325. It is almost a requirement.
Yeah, when I spoke to Law of the Wild, he specifically said that 1158 kind of becomes your defense against 1325 in court, basically. But Garrett, you've never read any of this. You don't know any of this. You're sitting here saying you want to be informed because now it affects you because you're not living with mom and dad anymore. But it just sounds like you listen to whatever mom and dad listen to on the news.
But how does 2 million, 8 million, 20 million, 50 million, how does any of the numbers that anybody wants to use actually affect anybody?
Doesn't.
Say that again. Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I know you weren't listening.
No,
You
I
haven't
was.
listened to the damn thing that I said, have you?
No, I have. I was actually looking up the law that you were talking about. That
8 USC 1325?
just looking over it. I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know what that was, if I'm being truthfully. So I was
I
just
know
looking
you
over
don't.
it.
But then, so why did you talk about immigration? You don't know anything about it.
Okay, well, okay, so I look at a lot of these news articles that are all this, that are, whether it's, wherever it comes from, and they talk about this. So,
Right. The news wants to sell the news. They want you to keep watching. That's
But
why the
so-
news is the way it is.
So okay, but it comes from like it spans across whatever news it is. I see it from. I've seen it from whatever news article you can even think
What are
of.
you? What news? What exactly? Give me an
What do you
exact
want?
article.
It could be MSNBC. It could be Fox.
Give me an exact
CNN,
article,
it
not
could be,
not the station. I want the article. What are you reading? What headline? What news about what?
like what news article I'm looking at. What headline?
Yeah, you saying you read news. I guess cool. What about what are you reading?
Look, I can't just give you like the exact like title article when I've read it, in my past time. Like I don't know what you want me to do here.
You can't give me. What are you talking about? What is it about immigration that you do not like?
I think it's okay if like I think illegal immigration is not okay. I think we should. I don't think we should just
In
don't know
order to
what
seek
makes it
asylum into
illegal.
the United States, you almost have to break 8 USC 1325. 1158 becomes a defense against 1325. In the asylum process, you have what is called an affirmative and a defensive asylum case.
To be fair, I guess Audie did say that Rolo said they don't usually charge people with 1325 because then it becomes a legal case. So, and that makes it's harder for them to do the removability, which is civil.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm stumped, to be honest with you.
I know. And so what I don't want you to take this away from us being like, haha, got you. That's not my goal here, Garrett. I know.
I know. I would like to have this conversation because I'm still learning
what
things.
I would want you to do then is I want you to look up the immigration laws. I want you to look up the numbers that you hear because when it's the news, regardless of what news it is, that's a secondary source. So you need to vet and source the numbers they're giving you, where it's coming from. I would need you to look at that. Look at Customs and Border Patrol. Look at Department of Homeland Security. I want you, if it's a topic that you say you care about, I want you to research it. I don't talk about building houses because I don't know anything about building houses. I talk about immigration because I've read a lot on immigration. Manny has read even more than I have on immigration. So,
yeah, I can tell he's very educated.
Yes. So I just want you to have critical thinking when it comes to these topics you're talking about. Why are immigrants bad? You don't know. You're saying because they're illegal and they broke a law. They didn't, actually, and you voted for a felon.
And I would like to thank you, Garrett, for being open to making my birthday dream come true.
It was a big ask, Megan, and yet...
If I can start with Garrett, I believe.
Anyways, but yeah. Yeah, I don't...
You voted for a felon. You don't care about legality.
With his felonies, it was just 34 felonies of
what?
Paying off the actress.
Nope. Because that's not a crime. Paying hush money is not a crime. She's not an actress.
So then what was the 34 felonies then? Because that's what it was about, right?
Right, but he used campaign funds to pay for lawyer fees for his campaign that he didn't actually use, and his lawyer paid her.
Hey, wait, hold on, pause. Did you say she's not an actress?
I mean, like...
she's a,
she's a good actress, I guess, if he
Look,
does it.
I mean, the only thing I would say is like schmeck's work.
No.
Schmeck's workers.
No. That's not what I meant. I meant like when you say actress, I am one also. That's also in my bio, guys. I'm also one. No. I meant like Hollywood actress, kind of like the verbiage.
I see.
Versus
I see.
She is an actress and she's obviously good at her job because he thought that she liked him.
So
we do not shame
campaign money.
I was gonna say, I'm just saying, I don't.
We shame the industry, not the workers.
There we go. The industry is predatory.
So you use campaign money to pay off that, is what you're saying?
Yes. Yes, he falsified business records and said he was paying for one thing when he was not. So.
And as a business owner whose bookkeeper is her mother, that is very much a no-no. I would get in so much trouble. Don't make your bookkeeper your mother, folks.
Yes, each check was a felony. Correct. So there's 34 of them.
If you speed multiple times, you don't just get the one ticket, you get a ticket every time you get caught.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to if you can't do the crime, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime? Like, you guys are out here, 75 million people who voted for Trump. Did y'all get a law degree and that's why y'all are now becoming Trump's lawyers? It's insane. He broke the law. He did that. If he didn't want to have a case in New York, guess what? Don't break the law in New York. Like this, it's insane.
Asshole.
New York never liked Trump. It's not like they just stopped liking Trump. They have never liked Trump.
He said he was going to win New York. So, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if your argument for immigrants is legality, Garrett, you voted for a felon.
Yeah, and again, I don't, like I said, I don't agree with everything with Trump, like I said before. And obviously, 34 felonies, that's not good. But if they come in here illegally and let me verb it this way then. I think the ones that are making crimes is the ones that I'm really talking about. The ones that
He's not going after those ones.
Yeah, okay, and that's what he's doing.
No, he's not.
No.
He's going after people going to their legal court dates. He is going after people who are working at their jobs.
Okay. I don't agree with that necessarily then, but I agree with the ones that are making crimes.
But they're not going after those.
You voted for a criminal.
They literally want to go after the easier ones to have the higher numbers to impress the base. Like, that's why they're going.
He's literally revoking status so that he can deport these people.
Do the kindergarten presentations. All of those.
He is revoking legal status from these people so that he can deport them, so he can hit his million number he wants to hit this year.
And this is a honest question. Did Biden do the same thing? Did he deport immigrants before court date? Did he deport immigrants before anything?
Outside of expedited removal, which is very contentious, there is no precedent for Biden nor Obama even that they were deporting people prior to court date while going to court proceedings, rounding people up. There have been immigration raids for a very long time, even before there was a DHS, before there was a such thing called ICE, there was immigration raids. While we don't need to go through the history of ICE and how it is very anti-American values and progression, if you really want to talk about it. To answer your question, no, right? Over 500,000 people underneath Biden's administration via ICE alone were deported. Over 1 million people were arrested via ICE. Over 400 million people in total were deported through all means outside of ICE. So that's going to be both administrative through court as well as at the border. And nearly 2 million of that 4 million were expulsions due to Title 42. The rest would be Title 8. So I would just no one's going to, or rather they deprioritize people at farms. They deprioritize people at construction sites. They deprioritize people that were breaking civil offenses to go after people that actually had a felony. That's why we see the vast majority of ICE, ICE arrest and ICE detains and deportations coming from people who had a convicted felon, who are convicted felons who picked up from jailhouses, right? This notion that they're going after criminals. Why is it that Obama and Biden were able to work with all states' jails to pick up criminals, and this administration is trying to go after people in Home Depot?
And correct me if I'm wrong, Manny, but Biden, Obama, they never deported citizens, right? But Trump has deported at least 3 that we know of.
I think there were some under Obama.
There has been administrative errors, yes. Mm-hmm. As I'm going to use the word administrative error since that's what they want to use.
No,
right?
I could be wrong.
Unfortunately, I cannot say that has never happened. We have accounts of over 70 people, the vast majority of them coming between the end of Obama's administration into the end of Trump's administration, first term. Over 70 people were detained, over 10 people were deported. Out of the 10, 2 of them were underneath Obama and 8 of them were underneath Trump. That was what we have from the GAO reports. That is specifically ICE, and that is why I agreed with Harris that ICE needs to be reformed and going even further, as my social democrat ass says, abolished, really.
I didn't know
But
DHS and ICE was this new, by the way.
yes,
2002,
DHS, because
2003.
because DHS is was created because of 9/11. ICE then fell underneath DHS, but prior to ICE, I forget what their original acronym was. So yeah, ICE needs to get reformed terribly, but that's not part of the conversation. Yes, people have been detained, people have been arrested unlawfully by ICE, civilians, citizens, and they have won their day in court. We can look at those throughout history with the ACLU and other human rights activists organizations. So the violations of civilians have or citizens has gone up underneath Trump's administration, and that's not a Republican thing, that's a Trump thing. So I would say look at that. Violations of immigration laws have gone up underneath Trump's administration specifically. So it is a him thing. It is very much a him thing.
Sorry, Manny, I just want to correct something in the comments. It was not Obama's cages. It also wasn't Trump's cages. It was Bush's cages.
Yes. So the cages that everyone refers to is the conservative media's picture of the facilities that were built underneath Bush, and then the chain link fence that was used to section off certain areas because there were not doors when the facilities were built. So Obama put in chain link fences to section off the children away from the adults while they were going at the border while they were getting processed by DNA testing. DNA testing, which was conducted since Bush's first term, mind you. It was ongoing underneath Obama's administration. And because there was an influx of immigrants at the border when Obama took office, they put the families together, and any unaccompanied child, which is why we have the Flores Agreement as well as TVPRA, any unaccompanied child or minor had to be separated from where these quote unquote cages came from. But they weren't cages. But stupid people believe dumb shit. So
They don't care about that. Alligator Alcatraz is the thing.
Oh, I'm so happy that Alligator Alcatraz, and I'm sure DeSantis is going to try to appeal, but 60 days.
60 days.
60 days and counting.
And what's happening in 60 days?
Oh, they have 60 days to dismantle Alligator Alcatraz because it violates conservation of the Everglades, a federal judge ruled. So.
Fuck yes.
So they can no longer take in new detainees. They need to release detainees within 60 days and start moving out generators, as well as reducing and removing waste and breaking down and tearing down the Alligator Alcatraz within 60 days.
Yep.
Oh no, so sad. Anyway.
So yeah, I mean, I know we just talked a whole bunch, Garrett. I appreciate you still sitting here and listening, but it's just, there's a lot more that goes into immigration than what they say on the news and what Trump says out of his own mouth and what they are doing to humans. I have a problem with.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Like I said, I don't agree with a lot of violence when deporting, or they put them in bad places where they're not well cared for and all that. But yeah, I guess I want to talk about another thing with the Epstein files.
Okay, so we can't say his last name. TikTok's being picky. We gotta say Jeff E.
With the files.
Yeah, okay.
I like Jeffy. Jeff E, but also Jeffy, because it's a stupid nickname for Jeffrey.
Jeffy. El Jefe. Nope. Gotta wait for Garrett to come back and we can talk about it. There you are.
Do you believe that he's in the files?
We know he is.
How so?
because Pam Bondi informed him that his name is in the files in May, I believe.
Yeah, okay, I did hear about that. Do you think it's like in a negative connotation? Because I've heard a lot where it was just like they flew on a plane together, or
I don't
they
know.
did
I would
this
like to see
together.
that. I don't know.
Yeah, and I agree. I want to see the Epstein files. I just want to put out there that I think there's a lot more high-ranking Democrats in the list
Sure.
than there are Republicans,
Put them all in
and I
jail.
do believe
No.
that.
Who do we catch with child material most often?
Like, what do you mean?
Like which
Like what party?
side? Because we have in way of like congressmen, senators, state legislatures. Who are we finding is the ones who get in trouble? Like, we
I don't
just
have an
had a
answer for you.
congressman step down.
I don't have an answer for you on that.
It's Republicans. My issue is that I don't disagree with you. I'm not saying that the materials are only Republicans when it comes to Jeffy. I won't say that. What I will say, I think both sides are on it, and I think that we should burn that system to the ground and start over. If it's upholding the harm of children, I think that's a bad thing. But the issue is we have somebody who we know was friends with him for a long period of time, during which he was doing things like this, and yet he ran on releasing these files, and he's not doing it. So why?
Okay, I've also heard that Democratic judges have been blocking the files from being released.
They can't block it from the DOJ. What those judges have been blocking specifically is jury transcripts from indictments that are state cases. So they are saying we are not releasing this. Specifically, this last judge who denied the release of those jury transcripts said we don't need to do that when the DOJ has way more information than we ever could, and they have the ability to release it. So he's not releasing what he has through the DOJ. They're just not releasing what they have through the state. The DOJ is going to have a lot more than the state is going to have, which is why we have a committee today, by the way, that has they are getting information, or supposed to be getting information about Jeffy today. It was subpoenaed.
Okay.
But he's not releasing
also
it. We're having to subpoena.
I'd also like to make a few points that I've also seen. Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after.
You gotta stop saying his last name.
Oh, my bad. Trump
Why
banned
did he
him
say he banned him?
from Mar-a-Lago because he, I guess I don't know how to say it, but he did what he's done. He also
Wait, Garrett.
We're gonna stop there real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead,
Mind if I, Monica? Thank you.
Yeah, go
So, did you see Trump talk about this? Like, he was talking about it with the news on camera recently. Did you see those clips of Trump talking about that? Actually,
No, I did not.
so I will tell you what Trump said. Well, I'm not going to tell you for word verbatim because Trump talks like an idiot. But Trump, yes, Epstein poached a girl from the spa.
Mm-hmm.
And then Trump told him, you can't do that. You cannot poach the help. He actually called them the help.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeffrey did it again. The thing is, this was a girl who was 16 years old. Trump knows who Jeffrey Epstein is and what he's doing. He's not mad that Jeffrey Epstein poached an underage girl for probably awful things. He's just mad that he lost a good worker.
Not probably. We know it was awful things. Her name is Virginia Giuffre. She unalived herself this year.
Oh God, I didn't know that part. So he wasn't mad about what Jeffy was doing. He was mad that he got the help stolen, and so he banned him from the property because he felt like Jeffy stole from him.
And let's be clear that the time frame in which, before Manny goes, I saw your hand up, Manny. The time frame in which this happened, when he's saying he banned him and that he stopped talking to him, they weren't friends anymore, came years before an article in the New York Times where he said, I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It is even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side. So his time frame isn't matching up. But Manny, go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta drop. Not only I gotta get back to my job because I picked up the work wife, but also
The work wife.
That's what you want to.
I thought you were. Never mind.
Boo
Right.
capitalism.
And not only that, but I don't talk about Jeffrey Epstein because I feel like the only reason why Trump supporters want to do that is to somehow try to vindicate him from the fact that he is, and regardless of where he is in connection to this, anybody that is connected to Jeffrey Epstein needs to get the fucking entire jail cell thrown at them. I don't really give a fuck. I'm not here to be like, oh, he wasn't on the flight, he was just around the flight. Okay, accomplice, jail cell. I don't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Same smoke goes for the maker of Victoria's Secret. Same smoke, same
Lex
smoke. I don't know what happened to that guy, but
Les Wexner.
Yes, same smoke. It does not matter. It does not matter who. It doesn't matter who they are in anybody's life. I don't give a fuck. I don't like. We can play the whole like, what if it was your dad? Same smoke. What if it was your aunt? Same smoke. What if it was Obama? Same smoke. I don't care. Same smoke. They all deserve that shit. So for me to even have to discuss this shit is only because Trump supporters want to try and figure out a way to wiggle out that he wasn't involved all the time. He was involved at any point. Same smoke. I'm sorry. So I gotta drop.
Okay, bye. Take care of my work wife. I love her.
She'll be back.
I'll be up in a second. I'm just gonna spend time with him for a minute.
No, spend time with him. It's fine.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Well, anyways, I was gonna say something to him, but he already left.
I'm still listening.
I don't. Okay. I don't think that. I don't like. I'm trying to use reason and and what Trump has done and said, because I think. So
who surrounds him? So you're young, so I don't know if you know, but who gave Jeffy the sweetheart deal in 2008? Who did that?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
His name is Alexander Acosta. Alexander Acosta's next job, right, was in Trump's first term as his secretary of what the fuck was it? Labor, I think it was. And he then later resigned. Jeff E. had a lawyer at the time of being accused of these awful crimes. His name is Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz later went on to be Trump's lawyer in his impeachment trials. Pam Bondi, who is our attorney general, was the state attorney general of Florida at the time during the Jeff E. stuff was going on. Why do all these people seem to surround him? And also, aside from that, he is found liable for SA of a woman, along with 26 other allegations.
Okay. So I'll go back to the others, but I will say with the lawyer thing, I don't think that's proves anything, because even lawyers have to defend.
A lawyer himself who has been accused of harming children.
Okay, well, it's still innocent until proven guilty. So even whether or not it's still a lawyer has to do his job.
Do you think Jeff E. harmed children?
Of course he did.
But he wasn't proven guilty.
He wasn't proven guilty of that.
But don't we have a lot of evidence disproving that?
So it's not innocent until proven guilty then.
Got it.
So Trump being found civilly liable.
Okay, so I'm not okay. So Epstein went to jail, correct?
Of SA as a minor, along with 26 other allegations, is what?
Say that again. Sorry, I was talking, but I
know you're talking over me. So Trump being civilly liable for SA, on top of Katie Johnson accusing him and Jeff E. of raping her when she was 13, on top of 26 other allegations.
Not to mention the times we hear him say very much things that support the idea that he does not care about consent.
Okay, and what are those sayings? What does he say?
I moved on her like a bee. I grab him by the kitty. They'll just let me do it when you're a celebrity.
Are we talking about Trump, or are we talking about
that? Is Trump.
That's Trump.
Okay.
That's just one quote. I have more.
And I mean, these are like proven quotes. These aren't like you can just type in on AI.
Hear him say it himself.
Okay.
You don't know the Access Hollywood tape? You've never seen that?
No.
Okay, there's that one. He talked about entering underage dressing rooms because he owned the Miss Teen USA. He went into underage dressing rooms while they were naked. He admitted to that on the Howard Stern show.
Do you know what he says he has in common with his daughter?
What?
Smacks.
And you know what I loved when he first made that comment, is one of the ladies literally called him a predator on the show and nobody caught it.
Yep.
They're like, oh, you're a predator. What? Oops. It was pretty awesome.
Hold up. User 6400 what the fuck ever. Did you just say so what?
Shocker.
Of course they
I
did.
hope that's not your actual profile picture. I hope you're just a troll. Because if you're a woman saying "so what" about children like that, get fucked.
Did your parents vote for Trump, Garrett?
Yes. Well, okay. So I'm not sure about my dad because my dad doesn't talk politically. My mom did, and this is something that I kind of went through. My mom only did because she believed that. Okay, so my mom's obviously a single mom, and she's not the most. She's not rich or anything. I mean, I've experienced it with her, obviously, but she voted Trump because in his first term, she was able to afford a lot more things. During Biden, there was a lot of times where all I had was water in my fridge. That was it. There was no food. There was no nothing. Since Trump took office, we've had a lot more food. Of course, this could lead to, maybe with her job or, or whatever, this could lead to stuff like that. So from me personally, from my personal experience, I personally lived as a child a lot better during Trump than I have Biden. And that's just from personal experience. Of course,
that has nothing to do with the policy that got you there, or your mom may be changing jobs, or the shit ass economy you have in Indiana.
Like I said,
Trump's
from my personal
economy was
experience,
so
this is
good
how I
with
experienced
Obama.
it. Of course, whatever laws have been set since then, I don't know about.
Right, but that's where the problem lies, right? Because we use this nostalgia. Like I could say that my childhood was better than now too, because I was a child and I didn't have the concerns that I have now as an adult. But also, it's understanding like that our anecdotal experience doesn't equate to like the president. That doesn't mean that it was Biden's fault that those things were happening. We have to look at the policy that affects that. You have to.
And again, I said, like I said, there was definitely, I'm sure there was policies that were enacted that maybe allowed my mom to afford or not afford, whatever. But I'm saying from personal experience, I had a lot more food in the fridge. I was able to do a lot more stuff with
Yes,
my
but
mom.
we're telling you don't understand the reasons why. And
and like I'm saying, like,
just wait. Like that's what you have to recognize is you don't understand the reasons why, and it's important for you moving forward to try to find out what those reasons are.
and that's why, like I said before, of course, I didn't know what policies happened, but like I said before,
If you
from
say it
personal
again,
experience.
I'm gonna say then you just went based off of vibes.
You said even now you've got more food now. It's better now. What has Trump done to make it better now?
Well, the groceries prices went up. I was looking at it, and it looked like from USDA.gov that it was just up a normal, like the average grocery prices. That's what I saw. Maybe I misread it wrong.
They're up by about 3% on groceries. I think it's 3.3 to be exact. The overall CPI index is up by 2.7, and what the CPI removes what is considered a volatile consumer good, which would be food and then actual gas, as specifically power, right? Power actually went up by 13%. So the CPI isn't even including a 13% increase in your cost of electric and heating, etc., in your home.
Okay. Well, anyways, yeah, I gotta go. Thank you for talking. And I mean, of course, I'm a lot more educated now. I just want to thank all of you guys. And I hope you guys
for
have a
being
great
civil,
day.
Garrett. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
of
I
course.
enjoyed this. I do have one ask of you, Garrett. For my birthday, can you look up some of the clips we told you about Trump so you can hear him saying it yourself?
Yes, of course. I was not aware of that, and obviously, I
Access
was not aware.
Hollywood and look up Katie Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you guys have a great day.
Garrett.
Yeah, I'll see you.
I've been involved in politics since I was 18. I know everything.
I was 9. I realized you made me do the math today, Olive. I was 9 when I first got interested in politics.
I won't lie. Even when I voted, it wasn't like I paid attention. I'm not going to lie about that. I really didn't.
Here, Monica, how old would we have been when Al Gore was running against Bush for president?
I was like 9.
Yeah. So I would have been turning 9, or I would have already been 9 when the election happened. So.
Yeah, I was probably turning 10 because it's always in November, and I'm the last day of November, so I would have
I'm
been.
a post 9/11 baby. I don't know when the fuck Gore came in.
Jesus Christ!
You want
Olive.
to talk about stolen elections? Look into Bush Gore.
Yeah, that one was rough. Fucking Florida.
Conversation about that, and it was just like, I have no idea who the fuck Gore is, and Manny's like, I think I was 9 or something.
I feel old now. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you guys feel old.
Dislike all of you. I dislike all of you so much right now.
Hey now.
I'll think about it.
It's my birthday.
Oh, not you, Megan.
Thank
You are
you.
my second favorite Megan in the whole wide world, and it is your goddamn birthday. And you really should have more gifts than you do. Why hasn't Megan topped, honestly, 4K? Like, let's fix it, y'all.
Okay, we cannot make me cry on my birthday.
It's your birthday. You can cry if you want to. There's
Making
literally a
people
song.
cry
Literally a song.
is literally my specialty.
That's funny. Oh, there's that. Okay, I need this. This is what I need. There was something I was gonna say. I do love that gift.
It's not fair. I gardened early.
You guys gift Megan so that they cry, please.
Please make them cry. Make them cry.
That does not sound good when you chant it. Don't.
Yeah,
don't
no,
ever
it's
chant it again.
Oh, well, speaking of Bree, I did want to touch on that real quick. It says that the family 2024 poverty threshold is $38,374 a year. So that's the poverty.
Ooh, that's literally making $18 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you are making $18 or an hour or less, that's gross. And of course, that's gross income. That's not your AGI.
Nope. And that is above most starting salaries even these days.
Yeah, I know.
And for the illiterates in the chat, they're not saying gross as in disgusting. They're saying gross income versus net income. Google it.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Olive, I will smack you.
in general, it is gross, as in like ew, because that's just sad. Yes, before taxes. Sorry, guys. I talk in accountant speak sometimes. I can't help it.
You're fine. I can talk in toddler. That might help.
Accountant into toddler.
I mean, look. So it's really funny. I called out this morning because of the pain, and then I sat there, and I tend to guilt myself when I try to take care of myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'll be fine. I'll just go to work. Don't guilt yourself.
Oh, Parker's running a train.
Parker!
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
Oh, we're almost there. We're almost.
I've
at
always wanted to
level
run a train
guessing
on
her
Megan.
age. You guys are doing a great job at guessing Megan's age.
Ouch.
We'll stick with 32. It's okay. We know she wasn't 17. She wouldn't be allowed on this app, or at least on the panel, if she was only 17.
No, they didn't.
You know what's even funnier is your server gives my age away.
You did it to yourself.
I know. I should have fixed it.
It's because she put in her year. The year is optional.
It's
Why did I put my year in? Am I the weirdo that doesn't mind saying my age, or is it because of how?
Yeah, you're the weirdo. It's because you're so young that you're like, I promise I'm legal.
I have to fill out so much paperwork this year that have included my birthday that I'm just like, it's automatic now.
It's just that you're not over 29 yet, so you just don't get it. So because
I don't care about saying my age, to be clear. I wouldn't
How
want to
many
go back. I
Discord
like being in
servers
my
have
30s.
my birthday?
Oh my god.
None of them.
Well,
One of them have
you better put your birthday in mind, Parker's. That's unacceptable. That's not okay.
I just,
I will just let you know.
That's all I want to do.
There was something I was gonna say. What was I gonna say?
Are you gonna yell at me?
You want to
No.
run a train on Megan too?
No. No, I'm not running somebody through. That's gross. No, I know Parker's was there in my live, and I think Megan was too, when that person called in to be like, go have consensual sex with your boyfriend.
Is that supposed to be an insult?
So weird.
It was so funny because you can tell that he listened to both of us because Polly says his age all the time. And I've just got on to saying 30s. I haven't been saying like 30 or 33 until like you and your 8-year age gap, you fucking pedophile. And I'm like, that's not what that is. That's not what that is. There's an exact definition to that. That's not what that is.
Every lady up here is in fact not single. But that was a good try at 3 words that you fucked up.
I saw it. Y'all ladies single. Like, I'm not.
I'm just not a lady.
Yeah, also Megan is not a lady. Megan's pronouns are they, them.
Yeah.
It's
why I was like, every lady
thank you, Dagger, for the galaxy. It's like I had somebody in one of my new little agency kids. Sorry, he's 18, so I get to call him a kid.
That's easy. That's not much older than I am.
Okay. This lady in the comments was like, she had to call in her boyfriend for help because it was a biblical argument, and the guy lost me. Like my neurospicy brain, it went off the rails when he tried to compare. This was the oddest one. He tried to compare the Bible to frogs boiling in water. He tried to compare laws to frogs boiling in water, and I'm like, that's not analogous, and I can't talk to you anymore. You've bored the fuck out of me. Like, he's like, you just don't understand my analogy. You're right, because it's not analogous. Frogs have nothing to do with laws. And so somebody in the comments was like, she called in her boyfriend, and I'm like, yeah, I know you're just jealous, because she made it very clear in the comments that she's not dating anybody, because she's like, I will have kids with my husband once I get married. Yeah, husband in all caps. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, so you're just jealous. Got it.
Wait till they find out that I'm not legally married. They're going to be real mad.
Oh, common law marriage?
We don't share any assets, though.
I thought you just had to live together for 7 years. I don't know the exact.
Years is 2 years in Canada at the most.
It was like it's 2 years in Texas.
It's probably we've been together for 15, so in Colorado they probably recognize it. But
I used to make fun of my ex-brother-in-law because he was with his girlfriend for like 10 years. But
now I get it. To that end, also soft reminder, starting tomorrow afternoon, I'm probably not going to be on this app much for like a week.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So
Logic will be in town.
I will need help in the red app.
Place. I will be in the bad place.
The bad place.
Next week.
The red app, that one.
The red app is a cesspool. Listen, so I've had this conversation with Parkers already. I tried to limit the chat to sub only, and it unalives my viewership entirely. Until I'm like, great, okay, I guess I can't do that because the red app just doesn't like it. So now the comments are just back to going wackadoodle crazy, flying off the handle, and
I will say, Megan and Trisha are doing great at like picking up these shifts, but just Lala, even if you did it just for one day, it would make a difference. And low key, because I double checked the viewership list, and Logic's not here right now, so there are times where I may be sneaking in to check on everything and still help out.
See, it would work.
Help yourself.
Logic just gave me his YouTube, and I would, whatever, and I just made him a mod there, just without asking, just do it.
Excellent.
Speaking of the red app, I just went to check my notifications. And I have somebody who told me no matter how many random guys you give attention online, your father will never love you.
That's odd.
My dad's in the ground, so there's that. Also, when you unalive, the world will be a better place and nothing if value will be lost. Sure. Okay.
I'm going to have to
I
go
don't
in
like
there.
that app. It's a wild place.
Just so you know, I'm going to have to go in there and add a comment that is just asterisk of. I do it to Ari's cranky commenters, and it brings me so much joy.
I don't care. What they don't realize is thank you. You are engaging in my video, and it'll push it out. Thank you for that. I appreciate you.
Right? And Dean, I know I just typed it in the comments, but I literally accidentally removed you from the mod list because I was like, who is this? I thought I had accidentally added someone random. Oops. So I'm like, dude, and I'm like, and then I realized the next day, I'm like, oh, I think that was Dean. Oh, I don't remember what it was. So yes, you would have to, Aaron, just get up here. He's not just deporting illegals, you silly, silly goose, you.
You don't want to.
Also, the other place moves so fast, like it's a whole different modding experience. You're not really engaging always in the chat. You're just like,
do not respond
editing
to the chatters.
Yeah, you just edit the chat, really.
Do not respond. Do not get sucked in. All you're doing, is
because then you'll make
timing
a friend
out and kicking as needed.
And they'll come back to the next live and ask Parkers where you went.
Yeah,
that
everybody
was
just
funny.
loves
There are
Parkers.
the ones who have joined Adi's team are around long enough because I will go off like once per stream when someone says something truly atrocious or just comes at me or I'm laughing at them. And they'll call me a word and I'm like, to be clear, I am the queen of this word. This is a dictatorship. Now you get to sit under my heel and say, thank you, may I have another, or you don't come off of mute. So I'd have a good time with that. And the few times I make comments like that, then the team members are like, we fucking love Parkers. Because they see how much shit I put up with, and I'm like, hey.
It is subjective. Like objectively, it's getting better.
Yeah, there is. And there are even 3 regular ops that come through. Never call in. Always come through. They must hate follow you. Who have started being like, ugh, hi Parkers. And I'm just like, what's up?
Parkers is back.
They're like, you timed me out so much last time. I go, so you're going to make better choices this time, huh? They're like, yeah.
It's so fun. I was going to say potty training, but that's not what I was looking for, but it works. Potty training.
House training.
Not house training, the red app. Like, they get so upsetty spaghetti with the mods, and it makes me so happy to infuriate them with 5-second mutes all the time.
Just
potty training
don't
would be
slur
fun.
or threaten.
Potty training's not fun.
I don't know why that's hard.
It is funny when they ask me for an OF, and I'm like, should I be flattered, insulted, or what? Because that doesn't exist for me. So
I'm just gonna point to my bio.
I had a good time.
Right? I was just gonna
like,
say.
Hi, Logic.
I'm just gonna point to my bio and say nothing.
Just so we're all clear.
Look, gotta make that back somehow. And if you make fun of me, we all know that most people like people who they hate.
Oh, I don't care that I don't care if people don't have one or whatever. It is funny because it's the first thing they ask for, and they do it as an insult. They just do it.
Yeah.
Well,
I was like, it was literally yesterday, I think, that someone paid $10 to super chat. What is her account? And I just removed the message, and she still gets the money. I'm like, thanks for the donation.
Thanks for
I got distracted by the thunder outside, and I don't remember what I was gonna say. It was loud.
Are you under the hurricane watch?
No, that's North Carolina.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's already far enough away from Satan's armpit that it's not gonna be an issue here. We'll just get the external bands as they're clearing off into the ozone or whatever.
Yeah, the one year I'm not in Virginia, they're under massive hurricane watch.
Oh, okay. I thought Logic was like, yeah, advertising here. I was like, shut up. And then I realized it's just me eating food. That when they ask for oddies, that I should just give them.
Yes, actually, that'd
be an excellent idea.
Just start giving other people's. Just start typing random ones, specifically men.
Mm-hmm. That'd be dope.
Yes.
Yeah, so don't remove them anymore. Just reply to them and be like, here you go. Look up this. But it can't be obviously a dude. Okay? The name can't be obviously pointing to a dude. It's got to be something that could pass as a woman's account.
I'll give you my first name that I use because my name was Sam. I won't give you the last name because then you can find stuff. But Sam was my good neutral name.
I mean,
that'd be good.
Can you imagine how angry they would be, hate watching, and then they're like, this isn't her!
Would that count?
That's
Would
what
that
would
count
be
as supporting SW? Because then I'm just redirecting traffic towards them.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is just some atheist eating food.
Hell yeah. That would be funny, actually. That would be really
Yeah, but
funny.
what are they eating? I do want to. Maybe I'll just.
right? Then curiosity gets the better of them, and then here we are making bank. I mean,
And then they find out that their kink is really just watching.
Logic, you thought of that too quickly.
Yeah.
that's crazy. I'm excited for you, Parkers.
I mean, so there was somebody that got mad at me, like, "Oh, you're just grifting the Democrats," and I'm like, I get paid more by Republicans, but sure.
I know this is completely random, but it's
I
very
just want to shout things at you.
to me that I have known Logic longer than Parker's.
To throw it out there.
Oh,
Gold
that you
star.
have known him longer than you have known me.
Yep. And sorry, yes, it was an ADHD intrusive thought that had to be voiced, apparently.
I mean, that's fair.
understand.
He can be a gateway to better things. I understand. It's me, I'm the better thing.
W Parkers.
Oh goodness.
I obviously need to eat because I'm losing track of all of my thoughts.
That's what I'm gonna go do too. I want to eat.
Yes.
I want to watch Beyond
Everybody
the
needs to eat
Villa
and
from
hydrate.
last night because I've missed it. And I finally caught up on The Summer I Turned Pretty, so now I need to catch up on Beyond the Villa. I gotta catch up on all my trash shows.
Well, thank you all for spending my birthday morning with me. It was the best way I could have spent my birthday morning. Happy birthday to Logic also.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Megan. Also, you, Logic.
No, Chris, go eat. We're all. That's what everybody's gonna do. Is everybody's gonna get a snack?
Just remember,
Yeah,
it's my birthday first.
I'm going into Kroger to get some toothpaste and probably some cat food, and then get food.
Snacky for
I
you.
am
And
going to clean out my car because now I have to transport a human and not just animals.
well, I love you all. I'm gonna drop you down.
Wee.
I love ending with a femme presenting panel. That's my favorite. Alrighty. Thank you guys so much for being here. It is the weekend. Yay! Yay, 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 yay. All right, I will be back on Tuesday because I take off Mondays. So Tuesday, anywhere between 9:30 a.m. and 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you, I will be back. Again, on the Red app, I do upload my lives usually the next day. So like today's will go on tomorrow, right? I'm currently uploading them from yesterday. So I'm working on that. I also have a Discord. If you're not in our Discord, you can come in and join. I do have a small verification process, but you can come in. That's where we have live chats. We post sources, post about our pets and our selfies and all the things that we want to do and have fun in there. I have an Instagram in there that also I post content on. You guys can find me in all of those places. I appreciate you so much. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Please enjoy time with your friends, enjoy times with your family, touch grass, have some water. Do something kind for yourself this weekend. And, you know, maybe if you need to unplug for an hour, unplug for an hour. It is okay to do those things. We can't fight if we're not taking care of ourselves. I know I woke up in a bad headspace, but because of your guys' support and being here, I can get through it and keep going. So thank you guys so much for being here. I always appreciate everything you do, the comments that you make, the support that you give. And I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves. Have a great weekend.